is on the beat.
We live? We outside? No, it's not. It's February. What's going on, everybody? What's it doing, everybody? For Bronx or nothing tonight. You got the three moqueteros, the three king, the three, I don't know.
Los tres reyes magos.
Los tres reyes magos. Que si te la bajas, te rompen el... ¡Ey! What happened? Tonight. All right, so we got 100 plus in here always. So
Mackie no likey, Hitty the subby.
Let's go. Francis, how you feeling today?
Bueno, yo estoy bien.
Francis is on the low right now. We trying to bring Francis up. Pete, how you feeling?
I'm chilling.
Oh my God.
And let me die.
You haven't even started with the injuries yet, and you already want something for the pains?
The whole half the team needs something for the pain right now.
I was thinking, how can somebody... I want people to be here for this, though. Hold on, I'll give them a second. What's up, chat? Yeah, I can hear you. Oh, we can't hear nobody?
Can't hear Pete. Whoa.
Come.
This is
wild, man. All that energy just thrown out the mute.
So this is what
hold
Pete
on.
was worried about before we went live. Actually, this is the update thing. All right. Listen, man. Yeah, Matt says he hears Kev, Francis, not Pete. Got it. All right, so we're working on getting Pete unmuted. What's up, chat? How y'all doing? I see some friendly, familiar names in here. William Henry, Divers in the building, Medina, Yatu Sabe, Darius, Caleb, my guy. Like I said, Matt, Steve, Curran, John Brophy, the Goat Fee, putting in that work week. Shouts out to you, John, bro. You are killing it down there, bro. Some of the pictures, Discord gets some exclusives, man. If y'all not in the Discord, y'all are missing out. Bro.
Yeah, el señor Brophy, definitivamente, that man is killing it out there in Tampa.
You have to.
I can't believe it. I don't know what happened. So sorry, everybody.
Just say
I
what you meant, cocksucker. Whatever happened there? The shooting. Whatever happened there?
Well, I don't know what happened there, but apparently my roadcast had an update, so I updated it, and apparently it went into OBS,
during the live?
And it was like, no, earlier, but it went into OBS, I guess, and it was like, yeah, you're not going live today, buddy. So it tried to trick me, but here I am. We're good.
Everybody can hear Pete now?
Yeah, man. You just quickly shouting out Brophy before we got
I love that, man.
For the work that man doing this week
with the exclusive, man.
With the exclusives, NYYU exclusives.
You already know. You know what I'm saying? It's NYYU. You got the pics over there with John Brophy over here. You got the, you know what I'm saying?
Nobody loves that man like me.
Snoops. Hey, shout out to Jazz who reposted the U yesterday and Brophy's
Nobody
pics.
loves that man like me, too.
Aura.
Jazz Aura.
Chisholm Jr.
30-30 this year, babe. I'm telling you guys, 30-30 from Jazz. Watch. Watch 30-30 from Jazz, man.
It's gonna happen. He's gonna have Jazz.
Time to play the game.
Less than 3 weeks to Tampa, baby. I can feel it.
Oh, I can't believe it, guys. We're gonna be in Tampa. It's gonna be amazing. You know what's sad? You know what's sad about me? I got a problem. I got a serious problem.
I'm already sad when we're gonna leave, but I'm already thinking the next week after that we got the event. So
me too. But you know what the saddest thing about me is? I'm already looking at restaurants and food.
This fucking guy over here.
You know, I think we're actually, should I say this? I guess it don't matter. I think we're close to Kissimmee. It's not that far away.
You see me? Acho, papi, la gente mía. Puerto Rico. That's little Puerto Rico right there.
They got a whole food truck place. That's like all food trucks. We had it one time. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, one of them has crack. It's great.
There it is. That's what I was looking for, baby.
So the U's heading down to spring training to do some crack, okay?
like they'll run with that one. Don't worry about that.
We're gonna do it live like Anchorman.
Yeah,
man, you imagine? We'll do it live.
We'll do it live. Oh man, Yankees camp off to a beat up start. What is it called? Spring training beat up?
No, it's off to a
cranky.
Off to a cranky start.
Cranky? Is it? No, wait. Somebody said
because Clark Schmidt
has a cranky back.
Medically called a cranky back. Like he didn't give his back any coffee this morning or something.
Do we got the doctor in the chat? Do we have the doctor in the chat right now?
Because I wish Jeff J was here.
The thing about the back,
listen, has a restaurant already.
I'm not a doctor, but we're all men of a certain age. We're all men of a certain age.
Hey, don't age us too much, all right?
No, I'm just saying, like, we're at that age where the back stuff becomes a thing.
Yeah, facts. That's true.
The issue that I see here is just, I guess what scares me with the Clark Schmidt stuff more than anything is that it is the back, and with back injuries, there's no way to, you know what I mean? There's no way to say, oh, like he's going to do this and he's going to feel better, or he's going to do that and it's going to go away, or it's really hard to tell like what it could be and what it is until you know.
You know what sucks about this too? We're all so excited about this team. Yeah. And look, I'm not making a big deal out of injuries in spring. They happen all the time.
It happens all the time.
Everybody, this is every year. This is not like I had a couple of people in the chat already. They were saying, "Oh my God, the injuries." I'm like, bro, if you've watched this team every year, but it's Major League Baseball. It's not just the Yankees. Also, spring training injuries are very, very normal. You just hope it doesn't keep piling up. We got our first super chat. Rocket Man says, "Kev, please, a Southern hillbilly accent." What it is? He's asking for Percy.
I tell you what, Rocket Man, if you get yourself a Lincoln, I sent you a goddamn 2-minute note saying whatever the goddamn one you want. I'll tell you what, you use Percy hashtag 20% off and you can save yourself on a Lincoln next time wherever you go. You know what I'm saying? I'll give you some more Percy later.
But before we go further, let me show everybody kind of what the injuries are. This is from good old Gary Phillips. He goes, a summary of the Yankees injuries mentioned in camp. Clark Schmidt, as we talked about, is back. Big G, I guess he ain't going to be hitting the G spot anytime soon. Tennis elbows. Has anybody ever heard about this, by the way? Tennis elbows. It's not even one. He just got them on both. Chase Hampton.
It's rare on both elbows.
It's got to be very rare. Chase Hampton, who, by the way, dealt with this last year. The guy's going for Tommy John surgery at some point. I know you try to avoid it, but it's the second year in a row now. He's going to miss quite a bit of time for the UCL. Trent Grisham's hamstring, according to Boone, he's been running about 100%. Jake Cousins got the forearm, and then Clayton Beater is dealing with the shoulder. Everson Pereira, who could be somebody who has a chance of making this club and kind of breaking onto the scene, going to be getting a lot of DH at-bats. And with G being out, he should look to have a big spring training.
Supposedly, he's also dealing with a little something that he's only going to be DHing for now. Pereira,
I think it's just the recovery of his surgery.
But as we
behind schedule.
Yeah, as we spoke about, Big G with the tennis elbow, it's very rare to get it on both elbows. But I was saying that, how the fuck do you get tennis elbow on both elbows? And all I could think about was,
I might as well enjoy them big cans.
And it makes sense. Big G was hitting the G spot, and he was dealing with them big hands, and he got
wait, I got to get ready for the season. Hit in the air to deep left field. No.
You get
Stanton hits the G spot.
I might as well enjoy them big cans.
If I had one wish, I would just want to hear John Sterling make that call.
Oh my God.
Stanton hits the G spot.
Can you imagine? Stantonian with a G-tonian spot.
Damn.
Oh,
Bart Simpson in the chat. I heard Francis be hitting the G-Moz G spots. Hey, why does this happen every time we're on together?
I want to know who's out there snitching on me though. Like who's snitching on me? Where you heard this from?
Can't we be normal?
Who you been talking to? That's what I want to know. Tell me who you've been talking to. Who's giving up that info like that?
Well, grandma.
I agree with
Grandma's
Sierra.
been talking.
So he hurt both his elbows from carrying the damn team in the playoffs.
I tell you what, they nobody go more bingo nights than Francis. I could tell you that much.
Nah, that man's always a bingo. I call him up all the time. I hear in the background, bingo! I go, what the fuck again? He doesn't
Francis,
stop this guy.
Francis got to go. Francis, you could go to the casino on a Monday. You get yourself a lot of grannies over there.
Oh, tell me about it. Atlantic City is Granny Central, bro.
On a Monday, though.
So let me ask you guys this. Is anybody like overly concerned about some of these? I think, I'll ask you guys. What is your concern level of some of these injuries?
Could we go player by player?
Yes.
Please do. Let's start with the biggest one, right? G.
Who do you want to start with?
Start with G.
Okay. You want to go first, Kev?
Yeah. What you want to do is scale 1 to 5, 5 being the worst, or
that's
good.
Sounds good to me. Chat, you guys play along with us, chat.
Yeah,
play
1 through 5,
us.
1 being the worst, 5 being the worst, 1 being not so. For me,
that's
G,
right, John.
tennis elbow, it's just rest. So I'm gonna go with like a 2 for G.
Okay. Me with Stanton, I'm close to. I'd say I'm more of a 3.
Wow.
Just because of age and the fact that they mentioned it was something he dealt with last year also. So it's like this is something that doesn't like it does go away, but it comes back. And at his age, he's not. I was at any age, you're not getting any younger. But yeah, I'm at a 3 for G.
Well, I'm gonna be a lot different than you guys. I am at a deadlock on a 5.
Dang.
I am at a 5. This is look.
Hey, yo.
Let me tell you why. Here's it is. Look, I'm gonna use the Yankees' words.
Uh-oh.
He dealt with it last year. They said he was dealing with it in the postseason.
Yeah.
He apparently took 2 months off. He picked up a bat in January, and he couldn't swing. I'm very concerned about this. I don't think this is something. The guy took time off already to rest this problem, and apparently it hasn't gone away at all. I am overly concerned about Stanton this year. Again, is it something like Kev said that he rests up for a full month, 5 weeks, maybe more than that, and it comes back and he's good to go? I don't know, man. I am very, very concerned with this. And a lot of people say that if this were to require surgery, then he'll be out. He'll be out for the year.
Yes, if that's the case, but a lot of time it is rest. We did play till November. So yeah, it's 2 months. It's concerning that it took him 2 months and he picked up a bat in January and it hurt. But it could take. It says Google says Jeff J was here. It could take anywhere from 6 to 12 months.
Oh my God! Wait! Is that just to recover or is that surgery?
Recover. That's not even surgery.
Okay.
So I'm guessing that the Yankees will reevaluate him, give him another full month maybe, or maybe a couple of weeks and see how he hits off a tee and go from there. But right now, the thing is that we're expected for G to miss time. Let's be honest. If you pencil G in for 110 to 20 games, that's where he normally is. So if he misses the first month, if he doesn't have to get surgery, let's say they say he's dealing with mild pain, even though there's a lot of smoke and mirrors with the Yankees, but let's just assume that and take it at face value, then if G misses the first month and a half, it's not out of G's realm to, as long as he stays partially healthy with not another big stint in the future, which you'll probably get like a 2-weeker there. But that's what I'm saying. Right now, I don't want to be super concerned with G. That's
fair.
Just,
no, I don't think you're wrong at all. I think a guy like Stanton, it's better now than later. That's the other thing. You want Stanton back when it really matters. We saw what he did in the postseason. And I know nobody wants to continue to hear about Soto. I get it. I don't want to sit here and talk about him either. But you want G in the postseason. Stanton's
Absolutely.
the guy you want up in any moment in the postseason from what we've seen from him throughout his Yankee career. Soto's a huge loss. A lot of people try to underrate that. It's a huge loss. Bellinger also hit very good last year and with runners in scoring position. So, I think over 330. Who knows? We'll see. We'll see what happens. Francis, you didn't seem overly concerned with this.
No, I'm like I said, I'm in the middle with it more so because of how he sounded when he spoke.
Yeah.
I'm jaded when it comes to anything like Boone says in regards to injury because I feel like he gets marching orders that kind of tell him to be as vague as he can be. So I don't really listen to him much, and it's not a shot to him. It's just that he's not really straight when it comes to this stuff.
Yeah.
And case in point, it was literally a week ago, and he said all the physicals came back and looked beautiful. This was a week ago.
Correct. Yeah.
All of this that was announced today didn't happen in the last week.
That's right.
So this is my issue, right? But again, Yankees, right? But when G spoke, he spoke about it like it just didn't seem like something that he thought was like gonna end his season or like career per se. Like you could tell when a guy's speaking at that point where it's like they're scared like that this could be like something that ends them. He didn't give me that. He gave me that like annoyed almost like yeah, like this is an annoying thing, and yes, like I'm way behind schedule and I'm gonna start the season behind the 8 ball, which is annoying as fuck because I don't need that at my age. I'm trying to get out there as much as I can and I can't. So that's what I got. I'm kind of just going off of that. Like listening to him gave me confidence, which is why I'm in the middle at a 3.
And then one thing too, Kev, I'll add this, right? If he was dealing with this in October, can he just stay like that the rest of his career? I mean, like, just play through this. Like, if it's the way he looked in October, nobody thought he was dealing with anything. If this was bothering him, holy shit! I mean, man,
he was catching up
just
to
on a different level.
Yeah, he was hitting high velo, which sometimes when it takes some time to come back to the league, it's frustrating to see him because he can't catch up to it. But he was catching up to everything, man. That Class A at bat, I recommend people to go back and watch it. He was fouling off 100-mile-per-hour fastballs and cutters until he got the pitch that he wanted. So
right on it too,
locked in, bro.
On those pitches.
So, salute to G. Because
no doubt. We need him.
Yeah,
big difference than last offseason. How we all were talking.
If he was playing through it for real, bro, shout out to you, because right now with everything that's going on with the NBA, you guys saw like hockey's doing their Four Nations thing. By the way, big game tomorrow, but it's like they were criticizing kind of the NBA while their players are not playing, and then you got Big G saying that he was dealing with this, playing through it. Freddie Freeman as well on one ankle was playing through it. It's dope to see that these guys at when it matters, they're definitely going to be there no matter what.
No doubt about it. Next guy we got on the list is Clark Schmidt, also known as Kev's favorite pitcher in Major League Baseball. Clark Schmitty's McSchmitzter. That's your guy, Kev.
Okay, that was Clark Schmidt. Okay, I'm Little Christian. Okay, I'm bummed. Okay, because Clark Schmidt's one of my favorite guys. Okay, and I'm gonna tell you what I'm talking about. Okay, I love Rocky, and I love.
Christian will have a chance to respond tomorrow, folks. Don't worry. This Christian impression is wild. And
what do you? Where?
I haven't practiced it yet. Christian, I'm gonna. Yeah,
I have to pay for that tomorrow.
Yeah, that's a bit off. Guys, hit that like button for us. We got about 300 in here. Let's go.
Clark, I'm at a 3. I am at a 3, and I'm not higher because it's early, but back problems with pitchers are iffy. I did hear just like Francis was saying that it looks like the medicals weren't as concerning either, but it's a cranky back. I don't know what that means.
Cranky back.
We'll see what it means moving forward. But again, we see this a lot from our beloved Yankees. I'm gonna say that enough. But a lot of smoke and mirrors when it comes to injuries. So it's gonna be interesting. I'm a little concerned, not as much. I'm gonna wait and see and give the cranky bat a Snickers or something.
Yeah, with Clark, I'm right there with you. I'm gonna stay at a 3. I mean, most I would say 3.5. The reason that I would even go as high as a 3.5 is, there was the injury concern last year. When it wasn't a concern, it was an actual stint. And he's a young enough pitcher that for this to be your second season, and here we are getting towards late February, you're dealing with a back issue. Again, it could be nothing, but it also could be something, which is why I'm at the 3.5. It just doesn't feel great because he is one of the guys who you kind of have penciled in to like be, one of the big pieces of this rotation. If it was, it's gonna sound bad. Actually, I'm not gonna say a name, but I'm just saying if it was somebody else, I wouldn't be nearly like as concerned or like worried. I'd be like, well, it kind of sucks. But because it's Schmitty and I'm expecting him to take another step forward, and you don't want it, you just don't like that you're hearing that he is kind of behind schedule and not able to be on pace. Like it would have been great if he was the guy starting on Friday. Like that. That's kind of what I was hoping for, like these last couple weeks that when they reported to camp. And I'm like, yeah, Schmidt would kind of be the guy that I would want to go in that first game, because you don't need it to be Cole, you don't need it to be Free, you don't need it to be Rodon. These guys have been there and done that. Louis Heel won the Rookie of the Year last year. I was like, oh, it'd be great if like Schmitty went out there for that first inning of the season and just had like a night. So we're not going to get that. And hopefully he is ready to go come opening day, and it isn't something that persists, because if it does, if like 2025 is the year of back injury Clark Schmidt, that's not going to be fun.
Yeah, I mean, look, I'm right there with you guys. I'll even go as high as a 3.5 that I'm a little concerned, and the reason being just his history. The one thing about Clark, he's never really been healthy, and I hate kind of putting that type of thing on any athlete because these guys work, they train very, very hard, so injuries are bound to happen to a lot of good players. And Clark has kind of been one of those guys that has never really shaken the injury bug. It's happened to him throughout his career. With getting injured, the Yankees signed him knowing he needed surgery. They knew that level of talent was there, and they believed he'd fly through the system, which to his credit, he has. He absolutely he's flown through the system, and now he's the Yankees' number 5 starter. On many teams, you're looking at a mid-rotation guy, no doubt about it. He's that good.
Yeah.
So yeah, it does kind of suck seeing him, having an issue in spring training. And like I said, with the back, it's very scary. No matter if you're a hitter or a pitcher, the back is something that always worries you. You've seen a lot of great careers get ruined with back injuries. So yeah, my level is still up there. Thank God the Yankees have a phenomenal rotation. The last thing we ever want to see is this rotation to break down because of injuries. So hopefully it's something that he could kind of just lay off of, maybe start his spring training a little late and be good to go. Couple of super chats we got here. Rocket Man adds in, if G is really injured, JD Martinez is a free agent. To me, and I let you guys, talk about this too. To me, the only way something like that wouldn't make any sense at all is a Stanton's guaranteed to be out for the season. That's the only way I would see that making any type of sense at all.
I agree.
Yeah, go ahead, Kev.
I was gonna say I agree, but I mean he fits the Yankees mold greatly. I mean he's a Boris Klein who's over 35 years old. He's 37, going to be 38. I mean it's perfect. He's in his prime, as the Yankee front office loves to pick up fellas like that. I mean it would fit perfectly as what the Yankees mold is, right? But listen, he did finish with a 106 OPS plus last year. Mets fans don't want to see him even in anywhere near Port St. Lucie. I guess he had I didn't look into it that much, but I guess he had a tough second part or second half, or maybe I think he didn't hit in playoffs. That's what it was. But yeah, if the Yankees go out and get a guy like that, then maybe it's a slight red flag, unless they don't get him for anything and he's just a bench piece, which I mean that was something that the Yankees used to do, have guys like Ruben Sierra, stuff like that. They were older, but they were there for a good pinch situation, and they were okay with that role, occasionally a DH. Yep. But yeah, he's a free agent. I believe they were talking about another name as well, but Max Muncy just signed, so that was the other name they were talking about. But yeah, I can see it if Big G goes down for a while. Even though I heard he's starting a pickleball career, so
who?
Yes, JD Martinez is starting a pickleball career.
Oh shit! Okay.
Yeah. I'm low key. I'm good. I'm good on JD.
Okay.
It's like if you do know that if it does come to the point where Stanton's going to be out for the year, I just think it's a situation where Cashman needs to have a sit down with Hal and say, look, I know that the plan was to get under the tax this season and trade salary away and hopefully be able to skate under that tax and maybe reset some things. Unfortunately, it's just not going to happen this year. We'll have to hold out. Next year is going to be the year. Look, I get it, but it's like we're already over. We're not able to move the money we want to move, and now we got Stanton going down. And I'll be honest with you, to pay this much money and not have a team that at least sniffs that World Series is going to be even worse. Ooh. So loosen the reins a little bit. Let me go out there and make a trade for a guy that, yes, is going to have me bring in salary, but at least we're going to get something out of this team. If you're going to lose Stanton for the whole year and not move Stroman and just this is going to be a waste of a year. Like, I'm sorry.
Yeah.
But and some people would hear that and be like, "Oh, you're being, you're being too extreme or whatever." No, I don't think so. We're going into the year with no answer at third base, right?
Correct.
If we lost Stanton for the year, that would be no answer at DH. I don't want to hear the Dominic Smith and I'm good.
Really good hitter. I'm wearing my back brace.
I'm good. Okay, Dominic Smith showed up to spring training like he was about to help somebody move. Okay,
my man looks like I thought he was gonna start rapping. I thought it was Ja Rule for a second.
Listen, he showed up and me and Pete was like,
you didn't see him with a back brace? That's what he's talking about.
Yeah, I did. I thought he said, what would that be without you? I thought he was gonna come out just like that out of nowhere, just grab a mic out of his backpack or something and start going in.
He's gonna be so mad at us when we go over there.
Nah, he's a vibe. He's a vibe.
He can take a joke, man. He's played for New York before. Whatever. Also, Dominic, I'm bringing a gift along with me for spring training to you. It's an alarm clock. We don't accept that lateness stuff to games. We don't do that. Okay, Louis, the Sevi tried it that one time. We don't do that. So we got to get you. I got the alarm clock for you. I'm bringing it to Tampa. Don't worry about it. My point being, no answer at third, no answer at DH, and then question marks in other spots.
Yep.
Listen, bro, pack it up if that's the case. Just pack it up. And for you to be Hal Steinbrenner and to be okay with paying upwards of $300 million for that, you would have to be a madman. So I don't see how, if that does end up being the case, Cashman doesn't just go and say, look, that was the plan, but it's an L. We got to take this L.
We got a super chat from the good old Frank Quotes, as we call him. Hey, guys, I heard today that Cohen is looking forward to sign Vladdy. Whoa. If that occurs, the Mets are on the road to the World Series. All right, well, I think hold your horses. I think everybody calm down a little bit. You know, I'm going to go with my good guy, Steve Phillips, who said he'll be a Yankee. That's all I'm believing right now, and I'm going to leave it at that. Okay? I don't want to sit here. We could talk about Vlad if you guys want. But,
Vladdy.
You know, maybe we save that for a little later after we go over some of these other guys.
Just finish the super chats. I was going to say.
Chase Hampton, I'm at a 5. I mean, I think Chase Hampton is headed for Tommy John. I thought that last year. I think he's headed for Tommy John surgery.
Why didn't they do it last year?
Because look, I understand that surgery is the last resort. I get that, and apparently there was different opinions. They felt that it would heal up with a PRP injection, and then he would just relax through it. And he did come back. He pitched I think he pitched 7 1/3 innings, something like that. His velo was pretty strong, now it's right back to where it was. And I truly believe Chase Hampton's probably going to miss this year. If I had to guess, Tommy John is no doubt about it. No questions for him.
Bro, I get it, and people are going to say hindsight is 2020, but I mean, with these pitchers today, it's like, what are we doing? Like, these guys are throwing harder than ever before. They're throwing some of the nastiest breaking shit that you've ever seen.
Nasty.
They're all like, at some point or another, when you're talking about pitchers, it's not will they have Tommy John? It's when. It's not a matter of if. It's a matter of when and what side of it they're going to be. For some guys, they're going to have 2 Tommy Johns in their freaking career. Like, I don't understand why last year it's like, I get it. You know, they got varying opinions and stuff like that. And it's a kid, but it's like, bro, he's a kid. He's on the farm. You're trying to develop this guy. Why not nip it in the bud early and then work with him on the other side of Tommy John and bring him up through there? Like, because now it's a year later in the development and you're still probably headed towards Tommy John. So it just seems like one of those things where, and I get it, like, it seems like we're gonna pile on the Yankees when it comes to the injuries, and some of these things are not their fault at all. Some of these injuries that we're talking about, but with this one, I do feel like the Chase Hampton stuff has been a little bit mishandled, just because I'm like, bro, get this over with. Like, the kid's headed for Tommy John. What are we waiting for?
Yeah, no doubt about it. And the thing about him that people got to understand is Chase Hampton would have been an option this year. So for anybody thinking this doesn't affect the Major League club at all, it actually does affect their depth, because he was no doubt about it on the list of guys that could have affected the Major League club this year. There's no doubt about that.
What didn't you say Zach Messenger and Will Warren are on the totem pole before him, though?
Warren definitely. Messenger, Warren, I don't know how much the Yankees really love Messenger, to be honest with you.
I mean, since he missed a lot of time, I get what you're saying. But to me, since he missed a lot of time last year, I don't think we would have seen him this year unless something really bad happened. But I do understand what you're saying.
Yeah, he could have. I 100% believe. I mean, look how high he's ranked in their system and what they believe that he could do. He'd have been in Double-A. He pitched pretty decent in Double-A. He'd been in Triple-A in almost no time.
Yeah, so I mean,
I think he'd have been right there.
Yeah,
40 man already.
No, absolutely.
September call up at least,
and it could hurt. We really could feel the pain of this if somebody in the rotation goes down. So, but I'm hearing good things about Cookie. I know it might not be the greatest thing to say, but I'm hearing some good feedback about Cookie over there. I mean, let's see, but yeah, the more arms are better. That we need depth. I mean, I know people are clamoring for Stroh to get traded, but that's if the Yankees are really going to get a third base option. If the Yankees are just trading Stroh to save money, that's not the answer that I want to hear. That's not the answer I want to hear either. So
let me ask you guys this question too, because this goes along right with that. And then, guys, I promise we're going to get to your super chats. You're right. You bring up Cookie, right? Here's my question: the Yankees, with let's say, God forbid, Clark misses a little bit of time. Are you still trading Stroman?
Me personally?
Yeah.
Yes.
I'm with Francis. Yes, I would.
Okay. Are you okay with? Would you still trade him just to save money? Because
yes,
that's a question.
Well, because Kev, Hal put on his own limit. He's put his own limit. So I gotta go with that.
The Yankees are operating under a self-imposed cap.
If that's right. The reason why I don't want to, because then what? Then we got to see Will Warren for 10 starts.
That is
no Cookie.
There's no other reason. I think they signed Carrasco because the plan is to move Stroman for salary relief, and if there is a need, Carrasco will fill it. That's what Cookie's role is on this team. He is like they're penciling in. Oh well, Stroman is like he'll be our sixth guy, or whatever. No, they are hoping to trade Marcus Stroman
to save money.
Something happens, Cookie Carrasco is the sixth guy, and if something happens to him, then Will Warren is the next guy.
And the thing is too that we got to remember, I'll say this right now, and this is going to be, I think, a very prediction that is not nothing crazy. The Yankees are going to add to this team as spring training goes on. Players don't make rosters. Exactly. Players don't make rosters, and sometimes it's surprising names. There's a competition, and this guy might have performed very, very well, and the team just said, hey, we didn't have the room for you, and the Yankees could land somebody. So, I believe they're going to do that. But, yeah, I would still move Marcus Stroman if that's the case. Gates of Above going back. This is a Mets fan going back to JD Martinez. Said JD helped the Mets with his bat a lot in the first half. Second half, not so much, but he helped the young guys with hitting tips and got Alvarez a shorter swing. IDGF, you know what that stands for. He says, down with congestion pricing, down with injuries. Oh, yeah, everybody wants those damn injuries down, damn it. I tell you what. You don't want no damn injuries. Next one on the list, T-Rent. Good old Trent Grisham. I'm not worried at all. 0.
Trent Grisham, no, it's a little hammy. I'm good on
Trent Grisham. They said he was already kind of running almost full speed, right?
I mean, if you listen to what Boone said, he's basically almost at 100%. They're just trying to make him go slow.
Yeah, I don't believe all that, but I would say I think I'm not too worried. Like when I'm grading these, I don't know. I'll be clear. Like for the fans listening, when I'm grading these for like my worry is, am I worried that this player will not be available come March 27th, opening day? Like that's what I'm really looking forward to. Like so when I talk about Grisham, it's like, yeah, is he going to be available like this week or next week for game action? Probably not. But I think that come by opening day, he'll be ready to go. And that's, so I'm like at a 1 with Grisham.
Me too. I'm not worried about Grisham. I mean, if he's at, when I heard he was 100%, I get it. Even if they're being gratuitous there, it's probably he's what, at 80%? And it's still like Friday's the first game. I think I'm all right. Grisham, 4th outfielder anyway. Shout out to Grish and his. I heard he's a big golf guy.
Yeah, he is. Apparently a big goo. Did you learn that in Weave's World? I watched Weave's World live this morning. I gave the Yankees a big shout out. That's good content, man.
Yeah, shout out to Luke Weaver.
Very good content. Shout out to Dreamweaver. He's the perfect guy to do stuff like that with. And I don't know, man. He's a
character, man. He's a fucking character, man. Weaver's a character.
That's what it is. He's one of those players, man. He makes you kind of love the team. Like even when things aren't best, like his attitude and his personality is just so much that it kind of draws you in. So that was a good
that call. And shout out to Tim Hill.
Yeah, Tim Hill.
Yes.
Yeah,
Dad,
new dad.
Dad
That's
gang.
Right. Daddy Hill.
Yes,
Daddy Hill.
Oh,
he's Daddy Hill. Now.
Listen, what do you guys make of all the
Oh shit,
all the weirdness surrounding Austin Wells?
This is strange. This is strange.
That
this
I
is really
strange.
strange.
Put a number
that
on
is more
it.
concerning.
I don't want to put a number on it.
Me either. I'm not. We don't know if there's an injury. I don't want to put a number on that.
But isn't it just really freaking weird?
You know, I don't know if you guys watched Farm to the Show yesterday with me and Los.
I watched part of it.
Los brought up something very good.
Loss.
His name is Los. He brought up something very, very good yesterday. The guy was one of the best hitters on the Yankees lineup, if you remember, until he got hit with that pitch in the wrist.
Yes.
And then after that, he really, really struggled.
Tailed off.
I don't know if there was an injury there and he played through it. The Yankees kind of kept it under wraps. And maybe it's still something that he's slowly recovering from. I don't know. It's been a while. I'm just trying to throw something out there that could potentially be an issue. But the way the Yankees have kind of handled this and the way Boone is talking about it, it's very weird. Like, why would he not really be picking up a bat or swinging right now? And the weirdest thing is...
Why can't you say it?
But the thing is, why would you mention last year's workload? Wouldn't you be concerned about this year's workload? Say we're starting him late because we know he's going to be our primary catcher. It's going to be a heavy workload this year. What does last year have to do with that? He hasn't recovered yet.
And you're talking about it. You're talking about a kid.
Exactly. This is a young man. This is not Victor Martinez.
Yeah, he said that, and it's like, my brother, we ain't talking about Jorge in the twilight years. Like, what do you mean? Like it's weird, bro. It's weird. It is strange, and the communication around it has been very confusing. And when the Yankees do that, it scares me. Every time they do that, it scares me because it does lead me to think it could be what you're saying, that there could have been something there last year, and they opted for the played through it. They figured, the off season, a little bit of rest, R&R, that'll cure it. He showed up to camp. They looked at it. Guess what? It didn't get cured, and now they're gonna do this weirdness.
It's no better.
Beginning of camp.
And before you, I know Kev's very, very upset about this, by the way. Let me say what Brophy said here. He said, I called out the Yankees years ago about how to handle injuries in the minors. You'd expect that to be an organizational thing. Agreed.
I don't know.
Kev, what's your thoughts? Anyway.
Give me something for the pain.
That's what Wells is saying.
And let me swing. And let me die.
Where it can become real concerning if he does end up missing time.
Oh my God.
And Stanton. Because you would think like, okay, maybe Ben Rice can give us something at DH. I get it. Okay. I'm a big Ben Rice guy still. All right. I think constant playing time, the kid is gonna be good. So
I like
but
Benny.
if Wells goes down, then you're thinking Ben Rice might have to take that over. And we don't know if the Yankees are going to give JC a shot, because I honestly said this, bro. When the Alex Jackson thing that we were talking about last time,
we know. I'm
not surprised. And if that happens, I told fellas today in Spaces, you were there, Francis. Don't be surprised if you look up in April and we're rolling out DJ LeMahieu, Dom Smith, and Alec Johnson in them lineup.
Johnson. Then forget the damn year, bro. Like, honestly, forget the year. You can't do that. And here's my problem. Look. I know you can't, and I'm going to be fair to the Yankees here. You can't predict anything like this to happen. But here's the scary part.
If
they knew about this, Trevino was traded. Where was the other backup coming in? Alex Jackson was your backup? That was your true idea of what was happening? And again, I understand you can't predict and can't compare and hope all this stuff is gonna unfold the way you want. Nobody's ever gonna be able to replace your starters. That no team could really do that in a strong way. The thing is that a lot of fans have talked about was, why have the Yankees, after just going to the World Series, why haven't you done your best to alleviate every single issue you have? The Dodgers took no time off. They have not stopped adding to that club that won the World Series. If they wanted to, they could have said, hey, we won it. We could relax a little bit. We don't got to add that much to the payroll. We just won. The Yankees, on the other hand, again, people take this the wrong way because they go, oh, my God, they had a great, nobody's saying that they didn't have a good offseason. They've added a lot. The pitching is a whole lot better. They've added strikeouts to their bullpen. But look at the offense side. When you lose a bat like Juan Soto, I'm sorry to tell you, Bellinger and Goldie are not the answers right there alone. They're not the answers. And when you got these other injuries popping off, it's a little concerning. Now it's even more concerning because you guys are right. They don't have a DH. DJ LeMahieu is probably that guy. And it gets really ugly really quickly.
Disclaimer. The sky is not falling. This is not doomer talk. Right now, we're just assessing what the Yankees, exactly, the injuries, right? And I'm saying, though, it's not far, and so did Francis, that when the Yankees start talking about a guy like Alex Jackson, he's the prototypical backup catcher, it's kind of like giving him the job. And if he does get the job, you would assume that they roll him out more or than usual, and you're going to see lineups.
Yeah.
If G misses his time as well, you are going to see lineups with Dom Smith,
no doubt,
DJ LeMahieu, and Alex Jackson. That's what we're saying. And Brophy here says, I'd much rather see Rice or Skara than Jackson as backup of what I've seen from live BP. Brophy, we talked about this last Bronx or Nothing episode. Big Alex Jackson guy, Francis. But we mentioned, we all know that he can't hit. You can give him a guitar and throw a coconut, and he still struggles.
Damn.
And I looked up his defensive numbers. They're not bad. I get it. But again, you can't have G out. And if you're rolling out DJ LeMahieu at third with Waldo on the night that you play DJ, you can't have Alex Jackson there in that lineup. It's just too.
No, you can't.
It's just you. And if God forbid one of if Volpe is struggling or whatever the case may be, oh my God,
bro, there's a lot of ifs still. There's a lot of ifs, and that's the concern on the offense side of the ball. There is nothing wrong. I've been saying this for weeks now. There is nothing wrong with saluting the Yankees and what they've done on the pitching side of the game. We all know that. Even defensively,
bullpen and defense.
The lineup, for people to come out and go, I am very concerned about this lineup. I say it all the time. I've chosen to be a little bit optimistic. This is before these injuries. But
I'm gonna give
you have every right to be concerned. People forget, again, everybody's like, oh, this Pete and this fucking Soto. Pete, please. He is that good to a lineup. He is that important to a lineup. And I know towards the end we'll talk a little bit about Vladdy because I think it is important. It's kind of like Soto last year. If everybody's wondering where he's going to end up going, you have every right to be concerned about where this team is right now. What the offense could look like. And I know it's very early. We got March 27th is opening day.
Yeah.
So you got quite a bit of time. The Yankees can still make moves. As we said before, players aren't going to make other teams. They could fall to the Yankees and it could look halfway decent. But you got to hope these guys stay on the field. And I don't know if you guys read some of the interview with Oswaldo Peraza, man. He dropped some really good nuggets in there.
I did not.
About this coming year. Yeah, man. He talked about the whole thing with Volpe, and it was interesting. Yeah, it was good.
Where was this?
NewJersey.com. They did it, and he said straight up, he goes, I feel like I was the best shortstop at the time.
That year?
Yeah. He's like, I feel like it was going to be my position, and he took it really hard. And again, I reported on this, and everybody said it was wrong. Apparently, when he found out he didn't have that,
he broke the locker room.
It wasn't that bad, but it was. He let out his frustration probably in not necessarily the greatest way, and that's a rumor. I'm not saying that is fact. That's a rumor that I did hear. But when it comes to Peraza, the other good thing about him is he's basically come out and said, "This is my last chance with the Yankees." He said it flat out. He's like, "I want to make the." He even said, I want to make the team as a bench player if I have to."
He knows,
and I love that. I love the mentality. He's like, "Look, I feel I'm a shortstop." He goes, "That's my best position, but I want to play third, or I want to make this team as a bench player." But he said, "My mentality is basically I want to make this team." And this is a guy that he even says maybe with a longer chance. So he's hearing it from fans. Hey, I believe if you got as long as a chance as Volpe did, 200 plus at bats even, consistently, we'll see what you can do. Glove, we know the glove at third base. I'm just, look, man, I want to see this kid make this team. I've been a big fan of him for a long time. I really want to see him get consistent at bats and see what he got. much better option than DJ LeMahieu at this point. He's worth the shot.
Honestly, I'm telling you, I really, 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 really hope that Peraza has a huge spring and just forces the Yankees' hand. And I'm not saying like anything like otherworldly or whatever, because that's kind of like shooting for the freaking moon there. But like, I don't think he needs to do that. I just think he needs to have a really solid spring, and DJ, is DJ still. And I don't like, bro, if he can freaking come out of camp and win that third base job, at least to get himself that shot this year. And then it's up to him at that point. Now it's up to you. Whatever you do with it is what you do with it. But I really would love to see Peraza get that shot. If the Yankees don't go out and add somebody via the trade at this point, or maybe sign somebody, like, I mean, the Mets pretty much closed the door on Iglesias last week. So and he's still out there. So he's somebody who, I think is, as time goes by, to me, he just becomes more and more interesting, especially now with this state stuff, because he can.
Oh my God, Yankees,
bro, screw it. Like, I don't want to sign him to bring the whole Salsa con Fuego vibes to the BX. Like, I'm straight.
God.
I'm good, but
I'm down for it. I'll dance.
What he was able to do for that team offensively when he got the shots, like, I think we could use that right now. And I think he's one of those guys who you can sign him and start him at third base or start him at DH. And then when Stanton comes back, move him to third base or do what you got to do. That's what I'm saying. I'm just like, he's somebody out there. But if you're not going to make a move like that or make a trade for somebody better, then give Peraza the freaking shot, man. Why are we doing this with DJ? Did you see that swing today? It's like he was in the water.
How do you guys like Randy Miller? How do you like Randy Miller? Let's go ahead and take a look at this from Randy Miller today. And Luis Vasquez can throw the baseball. So as Lo said, the guy throws 100 miles an hour. I don't know if he was doing that here, but I mean,
if he's throwing high 90s, right? If he's throwing 100 February 19th, that's crazy.
Oh yeah, he's definitely not. There's no way in hell.
No,
I don't think he's dialing it up right here.
Is not throwing 100 right now. Like, no, you're not throwing 100 right now.
This swing right here was ugly.
That bad. The second swing,
this one right here coming.
Wait, this was worse than the first one?
Yeah,
the
second swing is the worst. Look at this shit, Kev.
Watch
Look
this.
at this shit.
Oh my!
I mean, that's the slowest swing. And again, we don't know. I don't look.
I always say
you don't add enough value to our roster to present like that.
There's no friggin' doubt about that. We don't know what he's working on there. I don't know if he was, just, hey, stand in, take some little hack, just stand in, so let him see a batter up there. You don't necessarily know, but hopefully that wasn't his, I'm trying to drill this ball the right field swing, because that was a slow ass swing. That's molasses.
It looked like he was swinging that Yandy bat from Victus.
Yeah, the giant ass one.
The giant, like, bro. And I saw that swing, I was like, bro,
the lumberjack bat.
Change it up, bro. You might be. I don't know if he's swing. I don't know what he's swinging. 38, whatever. Bro, grab the 30, gang.
Bro,
grab the 30. Like,
bro said he has crazy velo for his size.
And Brophy also just said they did stand in yesterday. They didn't take hacks, so maybe he was actually swinging away today. Who the hell knows? I guess.
They do stuff like that at this time in camp. So I was telling somebody
a
couple days ago, because they were like, oh man, like Rodon's really getting rocked or whatever. I'm like, bro, it is February. It's the middle of February. Like, there's pitchers.
They're both working on things.
The majority, no, but the majority of pitchers right now, they're not throwing everything. Like, so for all you know, like Rodon was like, I'm
throwing changeups, throwing sliders,
30 straight fastballs. Or whatever. Like, maybe the first time around he was mixing, and then because he mixed well, the second time he was like, all right, I'm just gonna go fastball, like work on fastball location or whatever. And you're throwing freaking the same fastball to freaking some of the best hitters in the big leagues. Obviously, they're gonna time your shit up and rope that shit. Like, I was like, bro, like, don't look into that and be, oh, here goes Rodon. It's like, bro, I was watching the video. It looked like he was throwing one pitch.
He was throwing fastballs. That was it.
The second time that he faced Judge and Belly, it looked like he just was throwing one pitch. I couldn't make out if it was the fastball or changeup, because this time of year they look very similar.
Jared, can you throw this Jason Bailey idiot out, please? Throw this Mets moron fan out here. Don't come in here calling our fan base idiots. about your rotate. Don't do that. You want to be respectful, be respectful. Don't do that shit in here and call everybody idiots. Get the fuck out of here. Don't do shit like that. You want? I've left you in here a long time because you're respectful. Don't come in here and call people idiots for no reason because they're not Mets fans. It's a Yankee channel. What do you want them to do? Celebrate the Mets? Unbelievable.
We got a sound on the soundboard for that when people get the boot.
Yeah, I got right here, of course.
Put him in the
Your
fucking
mother was a
bedroom. Get him
dumb
out of here.
hole.
Come on.
OG.
The OG. Always got the OG one ready to go.
The
But
OG.
First of all,
Put him in the
come in
bedroom.
here. Don't
What
come
about
in here
Cousins?
disrespecting. Don't come in here talking about the Mets rotation. We don't need that negative energy right here.
no, kidding me? You don't add negative energy at the U. We don't do that over here. We don't do that over here.
Big start for the Mets rotation this Saturday. I don't know if you guys know.
Clay.
Holmes.
Why are we so terrible? We just kicked the Mets fan out. Now we're talking Mets. Unbelievable over here. What
Good, so he-
horrible people.
One
So,
second,
so he
before
can't
you
say
go.
shit.
What horrible people we
Before
are.
you
My
go.
God.
Like to be talking, it's just funny. It's funny because I get it. You know, Mets fans, they give it the little rivalry. You know, it's kind of one-sided, but whatever. I get it though. I do get it. I get it. But for that, like for you to talk about the rotations and you got Clay Holmes going as a starter on Saturday, my brother, just be in wait and see mode, okay?
Brother in Christ, yeah.
Like my brother in Christ, you saw Frankie Montas. You saw the news. That's not good.
Montas.
You got Clayton going on Saturday.
They already called him fat over there. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
That's just
The Mets fans are calling
Mets
him like
fans.
fat ass Montas and shit like that. He came in
Keith
overweight.
had me dying because Keith was the other. He's like, "I go to the Ito." I'm like, Keith, come on, bro. Like, yeah, you.
And Keith, and then they were like, he was talking about the presser, like he's the best cook on the team. I'm like, that's the great friend, the best friend.
Listen, brother. The only thing he was cooking on the Yankees. Let me not. I'm not
The
even.
IL.
You know what? I'm not. I can't say that about Montas because Montas is our boy Miguel's cousin. We just found that shit out.
No, loco, we're just joking, but
So shouts out to him.
And honestly, it's better if you're gonna miss sometime, miss it now.
Of course.
Yeah,
of
so
course,
it's like
of
everybody's
course.
a little
I
overreacting.
like the move from the Mets from the beginning, to be quite honest with you. I thought him.
I
and
didn't
Citi
like
Field
the
would do a lot
Montas
better.
move.
I like it. Citi Field. I mean, going from Cincinnati to Citi Field, I think he put up some better numbers. But
oh no, yeah,
What are you gonna
field wise, yeah. I mean, like again, like a lot of people used to say that he was an Oakland merchant because of the foul territory. Well, you get more foul territory in Citi Field too. So, man, I get it. I mean, but it was just I just got back to some of them because they were joking about Rodon the year prior. So I was like, how's it feel? But it is what it is, bro.
I like the.
Oh, Chris Silva, what's up?
What up? What up? What up? One more guy that guys, we got over 320 in here. Smack that like, he hit that damn sub.
What?
Hey, yo, I thought you were gonna play Smacky the Likey, Hitty, the sub.
Smacky the likey, hitty the subby.
Oh, Hitty the subby. Okay. Cousins. Is anybody scared? Is anybody worried about Cousins?
Not if Velasquez is throwing like that.
He ain't gonna get Velasquez no chance. Velasquez ain't got no damn shot.
Listen,
I know. I'm joking. There's always an unsung hero though. Dennis
I mean,
Santana.
spring training, yeah. Somebody comes out of nowhere.
Dennis Santana, like we
You
had,
love that son of a bitch.
He
You
pitched
got his
well with the
you got his-
Pirates.
You got his Pirates jersey, don't you? A minute, Kev. A minute, you got it.
Yeah, I got it.
Dennis Santana. People gonna laugh at me when I say this, but listen, as a former pitcher, Dennis Santana is a nasty motherfucker, bro. He has some talent in that freaking arm. He just he can't put it together. But I'm telling you, like when you see somebody who can throw the way like, bro, it's just like, damn, he hasn't found a place that can help him put it together yet. But if he ever does, don't be shocked if he ends up being one of the premier guys coming out of one of the premier relievers in the game. He has the stuff to do it. Like he has that fastball is very lively. He has stuff like I'm telling you, he's not like stuff wise. He's got the stuff. It's the others.
He's got the stuff.
Hey, Nelson, calm down with the Carlos Correa over here because Kev's about to go through the roof when you talk about Carlos. No, but for real, shout out to Joel Sherman on that because at least you got some guys that are throwing some decent names out there. And look, at the end of the day, everybody, even Sherman said it. Look, Sherman said the deal will be hard. Like the way he made it sound is like, look, they'll have to take on all these salaries. Will they actually do that? I don't know. But man, oh man, if the Yankees could have pulled something like that off out of nowhere real quick to add to what they've already done, that's all we were asking for. And yeah, it's a big ask, but holy shit, like we just wanted, and this time, but I just wanted additional third baseman. Like I'm hopeful they still do it. I'm very, very optimistic about this team. But with the current injury, Stanton potentially being out, I'm worried, man. I really am worried. Now, the deadline could serve big because there's going to be a lot of names potentially available at the deadline, which I think is really interesting.
Mm-hmm.
And the big name out there right now that everybody is talking about, and I think it's a fair game for us to talk about this now because everybody else did it with Soto, so why the hell not, is Vladdy. I think it's interesting. I don't know if it's a deadline type thing for the Yanks, but
a deadline.
I could see him. I could see the Blue Jays moving him at this year's deadline if they're completely out of it. I think with what happened this Monday, right, and them not being able to come to an agreement, I think it's very telling. I have a lot to say on this topic. Like I'm glad we're talking about it, but I'll start with that. I can see them moving him at the deadline if they're out of it, because I do think that the Blue Jays, if there's one thing they have clear after this week, they're not going to tell this to their fans. They're not going to come right out and say it, but I think they know Vladimir Guerrero Jr. will not be a Toronto Blue Jay next year, and they know that.
They ran out. They'll never have a chance.
Yeah, that's done. So they'll if they can get something back for him at the deadline, I believe they will.
And if they don't, they're
the stupidest motherfuckers on planet Earth.
Even if, I mean, what is, and again, anything can happen in baseball. So the Jays can maybe have this amazing first half of the year. Anything can happen in baseball. We know that. Of course. But I still think if they're even just a few games out, I don't know how you don't just say we're gonna move them. I really don't. And I know you want to go for it, but you're gonna have to trade this guy. You're gonna have to move him.
It's like you said, they could have a hot, because their lineup on paper, looks like a lineup that could hang with any lineup in the AL East for sure. It wouldn't shock me if their offense was better than our offense to start the season, to be honest with you. I know a lot of people probably would sneeze at that, but it wouldn't shock me, bro. Springer, Vladdy, Bo Bichette, Santander.
I agree.
Like, bro, Vladdy Jr. Yeah, bro. They could be special offensively. The pitching leaves a lot to be desired. The bullpen same, but hey, it wouldn't shock me.
Allegedly, he's mad Santander because they promised him they were gonna extend Vladdy.
Exactly.
Yeah, but that's the Blue Jays for you, man. They're like
that's the business of baseball.
True.
Look at what's going on with Devers. Look at what's going on with Devers right now.
Yeah.
He signed an extension on the pretense that he's dealing with a guy that's like, yeah, like we want you to be here. We want you to be happy. You want to be a third baseman. You'll be our third baseman, man. Here's this extension. He's like, okay, beautiful. I signed, and then that dude got shipped out, and now the new regime is like, yeah, bro, like if we gotta move you, you gotta move, and he's like, huh?
You play will you DH? No.
He said,
I was laughing so hard at that shit, man. That shit was hilarious. Let me take a moment here to say something regarding that situation before we move on with Vladdy here. I can't believe I'm doing this, but I'm gonna do this.
I can't believe it.
I can't believe it. Alex Cora, get your fucking team together, bro. I stick up for Alex Cora a lot. I like Alex Cora a lot as a manager. I've heard so many good things about Alex Cora as a manager. But the minute that moron, first baseman you got, decided to all of a sudden act like he's the GM of the club, you should have went to him and said, listen, paint your fucking fingernails in the clubhouse and get the fuck out of my face. Shut your mouth. Enough of you talking about what's going on with our club. What's wrong with you? Are you like trying to deteriorate the clubhouse? What are you doing? They're asking this guy questions. He's answering like he's the GM. Shut your mouth. What's the matter with you? Like, this is Alex Cora's fault by all means, because look, I'm going to say it. I don't see this happen with the Yankees. There's some things that I get mad with the Yankees about, and people overreacted to Marcus Stroman. I think Stroman said the truth.
He did.
And so did Rafi. And that's the thing. Like, and even Cora, to an extent, when he said what he said.
Agreed. I just don't like the Costa stuff. He shouldn't be talking this way.
It just needed to be said better by both parties. When it's like, oh, Rafi Devers said this is, you know what I'm saying? Like, and
I don't even blame Cora. I don't blame Cora or Devers. I don't think they did anything wrong. But what is Costas doing? He's out there answering.
They're both right. Yeah, like,
questions from every reporter.
The reason why I say that right before you go, Francis, is I posted it today. There's an interview January 11th, I think, on Nesson with Cora. Who's your third baseman? Rafi Devers is our
Yeah,
third baseman.
I saw that.
I always told Alex Bregman he looks more like a Gold Glove second baseman. And then you come over here and do this. Like, supposedly Devers said, yeah, we had a conversation, but I didn't agree. I mean, hey, man, it's nice to see another team with drama. That's all I'm saying.
It doesn't look good, but at the end of the day, Devers is not wrong. He was promised something, and when you're promised something at a negotiating table, people can say what they want. Because I've seen a lot of discourse, especially from the Spanish-speaking media, people saying like, "Oh well, like it is what it is, whatever." It's like, yeah, it's easy for you to say that. You weren't at the table about to sign your life to this team. Like Devers could have said, I don't owe you guys nothing. Y'all let Mookie walk for nothing. I've been the one dude who stayed and had to stay here, and I'm right. Free agency's right here down the line. Like I don't got to sign an extension with y'all. I could literally leave this franchise high and dry if I want to. And they said they gave him a decent amount of money and gave him commitments to things that they wanted. Now the man who made those commitments is in St. Louis making a mess over there now. So it's true.
Yep.
New regime, they can do what they want. That is true. But I don't think that makes Rafi Devers wrong in what he's saying. But it also doesn't make Cora wrong because Cora is the manager. And at the end of the day, it should be what he says goes. Like as much as I agree with Devers.
Not what you mean it shouldn't have anything to do with what Costas is saying?
No.
Okay.
He's just
Costas
saying that
is out. Costas is out there, bro.
No,
Like,
we all can say Costas is out of line.
Yeah, but again,
but your manager needs to shut that up quick. He shouldn't go on multiple interviews doing this.
And this
to me, that's the crazy thing. How do you let him get to multiple interviews?
And this is why.
Who is he?
When people say
Costas is out there,
damn, you gave $40 million to Alex Bregman or whatever. Listen, maybe there's more to that move than just what they're going to get from him on the field. Because
I like it for Boston.
When I look at the Red Sox the last couple of years, look, Devers, amazing player. I can't argue that. I don't love him because he's a freaking Red Sox and whatever, but he's an amazing player. You can't argue that. Is he the leader though? Is he the leader that team needs? Is he the leader?
How we answer that last question.
I don't think so. It's been a while since I looked at Boston and said, like, okay, like this is that guy, like that. That Varitek guy. Like, I don't see it. So I feel like, Bregman maybe was brought in there to kind of bring some of that pedigree that they had in Houston. And Houston moved like a unit, bro.
Hey, Cora knows him. Cora knows him, so
he knows him very well.
That's why.
I need somebody like him here.
But hold on,
wouldn't have happened in Houston. Somebody coming out saying, "Yeah, this is my third base." Like they didn't do that shit over there.
So, because we talk about Boone and the clubhouse and the culture and all that here, it does look like Cora's not sticking up for his guy, who right now is Devers.
Agreed. That's what I'm saying.
It's not a past flame.
I agree.
It's like you inviting your ex to a party and you greeting her at the door. You know what I'm saying? Like you saw how they dapped each other up the first time they saw each other.
Yeah,
but Cora's not. He's not sticking up for his guy. He's not. You could say that, but he's sticking up for the fucking team. He's sticking up for the team because it's not about one guy. That's the thing. That's why I say.
But here's my question.
It's about the team. What's best?
But here's my question, right? What do they want the infield to be then? What is it supposed to be? Like, what are they? That's my confusion.
Yoshida, Rafaela, one of those are asked out because Story's coming back.
He's going to be the shortstop. You're paying him, so it's kind of like the DJ LeMahieu shit.
So what?
He's going to be the shortstop.
So they want Devers to DH to put Rafaela at center field, I guess?
That's where he's been. Why would you take one of the best defensive center filders out of center field?
No.
You know what I didn't like? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
To keep Yoshida off the lineup. That's what I'm saying.
No. Yoshida's going to be in the lineup too.
How?
What do you mean how?
You know who's not going to be in the lineup?
Wilmer?
Any of their top prospects, because Costa said, no, who needs those guys?
He said that?
Yeah.
Yes.
He said that?
He said Roman Anthony, Marcelo Meyer, all those guys. They were like, what do you think? He's like, not here.
He said they shouldn't break camp with the big league team.
Yeah. He was like, we got veterans.
Oh no, Casas. This is their second year, right?
I'm not joking. Yes, I am not even. This is the year. Roman Anthony is the best prospect in baseball. Marcelo Meyer's not even far behind him.
No, but
it is nuts to me that a player on your team that's a starter. Why are you even answering questions this way? Things like that just really bother me because again, I get mad when this happens with the Yankees. When I hear with other clubs, I'm like, man, you got to get a hold of your club here. This is ridiculous.
Casas played 60 games last year. He was hurt, and the year before that, 130. But bro, you're 24. With the veterans, you're not considered a veteran yet, brother.
What about how about Devers takes over first base for you and you go somewhere else?
That's how these guys.
Well, I think that's why he's backing Devers up, because he doesn't want to lose his job. But go ahead, Francis.
That's how these guys are. That's how these guys are. I said it, about Judge to a certain extent that, they come up, they start playing, and then they don't shit on like the prospects, but it's also like
that's fucked up. You got to remember how it was.
It's like
when you were there.
It's like don't worry, Rook, your time will come type shit. Bro, we saw it.
He's
on
a rookie.
Yankees last year. Dominguez was right there, and Judge was like, nah, bro, Verdugo plays, and it's like, but. Is he the better option over Dominguez? No. And Judge was probably of the belief it's like, look, man, we don't got to rush for Dominguez. He'll get his shot. I waited until I was 24 to come up. Like, he'll be all right. He's only 21. Like, that's how they feel. If is it fair? Is it whatever? No, it might not be. It might not be fair. But Casas is putting words to what a lot of people feel. Now, am I saying that Judge is that far off the reservation like a Casas? Hell no. Judge is way more level-headed than that.
Best answer Judge has had in a while is the Soto answer.
But Judge,
I liked what Judge said about the Soto shit.
Me too.
Judge didn't start talking like this, or maybe sticking up for vets till like maybe the last 2-3 years. You know what I'm saying? So it wasn't like the second year that he's on the league. Like the year after year 58, like he's taking decisions. Casas is way out of line. Like I agree.
It's status. What's Casas' status on his own club? What's his status
on the team? But look at the team. Like this is why you got to like kind of look at the team. On the current Red Sox, like there's not that many people with tenure. Like
you're probably right. That's probably one of the reasons.
Rafaela just got there.
That's probably one of the reasons Bregman got his deal.
Story just signed. Like Casas, believe it or not, Casas is one of the more tenured guys on that roster, and he's only in year 3 because there's still so much turnover.
He needs to shut his mouth.
This is why
he does, but then you got to know not to put a
matter of fact. Keep talking, Casas. I really, drive Cora friggin' nuts.
No, listen, it's a lot of people talk about the Yankees, so it doesn't mind that we spend time with a division rival. Because my thing is, John Henry posted a pic, or his wife posted a pic of him smoking a cigar after signing Bregman to a huge overpay. Right, but my thing, with
the numbers he's gonna put up this year, it ain't gonna look like an overpay.
Okay,
at least in year 1, watch.
Still 40 million for that guy. I hope he has, because if not,
a monster year.
Because if he Judge money, if he doesn't put up Judge numbers,
that's what I'm. Well, no, not even. He's not doing. Nobody's doing
40 million. When you say 40 million, to me, Judge money. Unless he's putting Judge numbers, overpay.
But look at what everybody's getting paid right now. A lot of guys are getting.
No, but he would have to me. He would have to put something up like a Vladdy season. He would have to hit like 300 with 30 plus home runs.
I think he hits 300 at Fenway. I definitely think he get 3. I think that's more than possible. He could win a batting title at Fenway.
If he hits 300 with 30 plus home runs, I'd say worth it.
Because I'm like,
I don't know if he does 30 plus, but
if he ends up,
very possible.
Because I'm saying if he ends up with 4 WAR again, I'm gonna tweet that you guys spend $10 million per WAR. Yeah, that's but my yeah, exactly. But my point was, John Henry posted that picture, and I go back. So we all know that they fucked up with Mookie Betts. That's clearly one of the worst trades of all time.
Big time,
right? So you trade Mookie Betts and you sign Devers long term because you're like, you're gonna be the guy, and you promise him that. So then you go back and you bring this dude in for a year, maybe, because he can opt out. I don't think because $40 million is a lot of money, but he's probably only going to be here 2 years. They're not going to extend him after that. So you're going to bring that guy in for 2 years. Devers is still going to be here and be 29 or 30, and then what you're going to ask for him? Go back to third? You're going to ruin that relationship probably with that guy that you have. So it looks like, and I know there's 2 regimes, but Cora has still been there during that whole tenure. So I don't know how, and this is why I don't think Henry, they say he's not involved, but then don't be flexing on IG. That's how I see it. My thing is that they look like they have no plan, and their fans are still saying it. So I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, because my thing is they got Yoshida, Wilmer, Rafaela, and Jared Duran. 4 outfielders. One that you're paying too much. That's the worst one, which is obviously Yoshida. Yeah. But then the other 3, you're not gonna sit. You're not sitting Duran. You're not sitting Abreu. You're not sitting Rafaela.
No.
So what you're gonna do? I don't. They got too many guys. Yoshida. What? So you're gonna platoon I don't know what the fuck they're gonna do, but
we'll take Rafaela to play third.
You can trade one of those guys. You can not
Easy.
actually
not Yoshida though. Nobody wants Yoshida.
You could trade Yoshida though.
I'll take him to DH this year.
You could trade Yoshida.
Oh, by the way, speaking of Stanton, this is a very interesting comment by James Wynn. He said, I had the same injury as Stanton. It's tearing in end triceps tendons. Only surgeries will fix the issue. I had both of mine done 20 years ago due to being an athlete and weightlifting. So again,
oh shit,
you know, who knows? Who knows what the injury really? The Yankees, you never know.
Yeah,
That's
but the surgery for Stanton doesn't make much sense at this point. The surgery for Stanton could spell the end of his career.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, like, if anything, he might try to play with it one more year, and if he doesn't, and then he'll make a decision. But yeah, I agree.
I think he'll try to play through this season and next season. To be honest with you,
yeah, that's not something he'll take surgery for.
I don't think he wants to go anywhere near that surgery. I think that surgery spells the end of his career. As soon as he says he's done, he's hanging him up. First thing he does is probably gets that surgery. But while
I just wonder this, and again, I know those injuries could be very, very painful. I just wonder if it does eventually ever get to the point where it's like you can't grip a bat, because that's very possible. Because if you get a slight, if you get a slight, like a hairline fracture in your elbow, it's hard to squeeze stuff.
Yeah.
So I don't know what the difference is between those two. Is it something that it's hard to actually put pressure on your hands to lift something or to hold something tight? I don't know if that's if that goes along with it.
I don't think it's a matter of the grip. I think it's a matter of the range of motion.
Yeah, correct.
So like, his swing, he starts closed up here or whatever, and then generating all that, like, he can't do that with those, like, right now. But I think if he gets to a place where the pain is manageable enough, then he can.
That's what happens when.
So if I got to put up with this, I might as well enjoy them big can.
Fucking G. And shout out to Macho saying John Henry is Benedict Arnold.
William Henry also says it's an excruciating injury, so it could be something that is extremely painful. So not
Big
good
G's,
for the
Big
Yanks.
G's
Not good for the Yanks early on, but we'll see, man.
It does seem
first game Friday.
Yeah. To put a button on Kev's point, it does seem though, like, kind of seeing what's going on up there, that Boston just kind of made the move to make a move, and this is like this is the consequence of that. And this is why people get upset with Yankees fans sometimes, because they'll say, "Oh, you guys just want the team to make a move to make a move." I don't think any of us.
No.
We need to make 3 moves.
No.
We need to make like 4 moves before we make a move, just to make a move.
It's like this is a situation where I feel like it was literally like, look, we haven't spent money. I mean, we're getting killed. They just posted a tweet showing that we generated over 600 million. We're only spending 219. Like, we are getting murdered out there. Like, we need to do something.
What murder?
What murder? John Brophy gonna be there on Friday. Let's go.
There you go. So yeah, it does look a little wild when you start looking at it on paper. I don't know what the hell they're gonna do, but
by the way, too, I just want to let everybody know really quickly, for game season lives that are going to be in spring training, you're not going to get the full effect of game season. I'm not using all the new sounds and all that. That's for opening day, just so everybody's aware. Just want to let everybody know, because I got all the new sounds lined up, ready to go. Okay.
We may think of a few just to be spring training sounds, like
See.
We'll think of something, but Vladdy.
Oh, that's my guy. I want him. I want Vladdy here, and I want him right now.
First of all, if he ever signs with the Yankees, I'm gonna take a huge fucking dump on a lot of those fans over there in Toronto who were laughing. Blue Jays fans, not the whole city. Okay, wow. I'm still a fan of Drake. So they were basically laughing of the tennis elbow from, like, how do you break 2 elbows? They were making fun of Giancarlo's hand.
Yeah, let them.
So yeah,
what do they got to be happy about?
Nothing,
honestly,
bro. Nothing.
They have nothing to be happy about right now.
Nothing. Nada. So
they got poor Governor Trudeau over there who doesn't know what the hell's going on. Unbelievable.
So listen, right? How much you think Vlad is gonna get? Let's get into that.
Oh, a lot of money. A lot of money.
This is what I want to talk about.
Yeah.
Because I think that there's a big difference into
Francis
what Vlad.
He's breaking out the financials.
I think there's a big difference into what Vladdy thinks that he deserves and what he actually deserves.
Ooh, this is gonna be interesting.
I
might have a different take than you on this one.
I got the tone from the interview that he did with Abriendo el Juego. He kept bringing up Soto and what Soto did, and that opened his eyes and whatever like that. And respect, I get it. For sure. Soto, amazing, beautiful contract. And does it help everybody around that age group that's going into free agency? For sure,
big time,
for sure. He's not getting anywhere near that money.
No, 800, 750. No,
he's not. There's not going to be a 7 at the beginning of that number.
No, absolutely not.
That's not possible. Now,
you don't think a 6?
I think that he thinks it's 6. I don't see it getting to 6 unless the gods decide, the baseball gods get on his side and decide we're going to brew the perfect storm for Vladimir Guerrero Jr. that we just did for Soto, and he has the right markets involved. But as it stands right now, you heard Cohen's comments immediately when they asked him about it, and they do have Pete Alonso under contract. They do have Mark Vientos playing the other corner on the infield. They do have other infielders like Luis Angel Acuna Jr. They have Lindor there already. Like they got a situation over there. It's a good situation. It's not a bad situation if you're the Mets. It's a good situation. Does Pete Alonso opt out knowing that they almost let your ass walk this year? And now Vladimir Guerrero Jr. would be available, and he's younger than you and better than you? I don't know. That would be kind of dumb on the Polar Bears part, especially if Queens is really home like he says it is. But say that happens and the Mets are involved and the Yankees are involved and Boston is involved. Yeah, I could see it getting, up there and possibly creeping over that $600 million number. But if Alonso stays and the Mets aren't really involved, and then it's just like the Yankees and like the Red Sox, I don't see it getting to 6, bro. I just don't see it. I don't see it getting to 6.
If he has the year he had last year, 323 average, 396 on base percentage, 544 slugging, 940 OPS, 30 homers, 199 hits. If he somehow manages to do the same thing, if not improve upon that year with a potentially better lineup for the Blue Jays, he's going to play next year at 26 years old. Very, very similar, of course, to Juan Soto.
Very similar.
I don't see how he doesn't get over 600. And even with there maybe not being all the players, he's the type of player that teams will move guys just to be in the race for him. This guy's too good. I think that's the thing that a lot of people forget. A lot of people look at those previous years and go, oh, but he had that 264 average year that year. He had 26 homers. It wasn't nothing special. It wasn't nothing to write home about. His defense isn't, top line. Vladdy is a hitter. He's going to hit no matter where he goes. And he's not even in his prime yet. And you looked at him, you look at what he looks like right now. It looks like he's in the best shape he's been in a very, very long time. I think he wants the gun for something near Soto. Do I believe he gets 700 plus? No, I don't. But could he sign for in the 500s? Yeah. 600 though just wouldn't shock me. I wouldn't fall out my seat if somebody offers Vladdy over 600 million.
I think
being his age.
I think honestly, I think his talks start in the 4s and ultimately finish in the 5s. If it got over 6, I don't know. It's just like, it's one of those things I'm just like, because here's the thing. This is what I'm saying, and it's not to knock him, but it's like you kind of have to when you're talking, when you get into these contract talks. Like, there's a reason that like a guy like Vladdy would get taken to arbitration, but a guy like Soto never would. And Soto's arbitration number was way higher. But you would never take Soto to arbitration. But you would take Vladdy to arbitration because there's more things to argue against with Vladdy. Now, could you say it's nitpicky, it's whatever? Yes, but there are things where it's like, as good as he is, he's not that level. Like, Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is good. Is he ever going to be a top 5 hitter in baseball? Because if you're going to pay him $600 million, you got to be convinced that at some point in that contract, he's going to be one of the top 5 hitters in the game. Soto's there. But like right now, You telling me that guaranteed that Vladdy's going to do that? And then with the questions in the past, like he struggled with, fitness. He struggled, with the weight. He struggled with the defense. But all that shit comes back to bite you in the ass. One thing that Soto always had going for him is that, the defense hasn't been good, but people never questioned his fitness. People never questioned, his commitment to
they did this year.
Yeah. Now they are.
He showed up to that contract signing looking like he had a 3-play goo before he got up.
I was about to say, think about how much he probably partied the night before. I mean, he was probably bloated as shit. I don't know.
He definitely was bloated. He must have went to Cerro Tonove the night before and went nuts.
Oh my God, I wish I was there right now.
but I think those are the little things that and I've said this before, like on this channel, like some things with Vladdy, like before years ago, I was saying it like, bro, like you're not doing yourself any favors. Like this showing up out of shape, making comments, not backing it up, like shit like that. You're not doing yourself favors. Like I know that you've had good seasons. I know you had a good rookie year. I know you almost won the Triple Crown. I know that you did that. But then how did you follow that up? You fell off a little bit. Then you had to get back. Like he's shown like chinks in the armor, and people are going, like teams are going to like aim at
expose that. Yeah.
Whereas with Soto, I mean, bro, with Soto, what were you leaning on with Soto?
Just the only thing anybody ever brought up was defense. That's it.
But you said it all the time. Fuck the defense.
Yeah, but see, I feel the same way with Vladdy. At the end of the day, with how good of a hitter he is, and I think look, if he has a good year this year, you can't argue he's a top 5 hitter in baseball.
No, he's not top 5.
That's my thing, bro. Look,
no, he's not top 5.
You think Vladimir
who's better than him if he has the same year he had last year?
The same guys that are ranked right now.
I was going to ask you. So
Ohtani, Judge, fine. Who else?
Do you think Vladimir Guerrero Jr. is a better baseball player than Bobby Witt Jr.?
No, who is?
So
overall game.
He's saying hitter. He's saying hitter.
Oh, hitter.
But I don't.
Hitter overall. I mean, Bobby Witt has 1 year.
Offense.
He got 1 year of doing it.
You're talking hitting. You're talking offense. Bobby Witt brings the speed factor too. He's
done it 1 year though. I need to see multiple years of this.
It's true.
I'm just saying. I don't know how he can't be a top 5 hitter if he hits 320 again, has almost a 400 on base percentage, a 940 OPS. You're easily looking at one of the best hitters in baseball.
One of them can say that.
One of the best,
and you can argue maybe top 10. You can argue.
Yes. I think he's top 10. I think he's top.
Yeah. I mean, he's a shoe in top 10 if he has the same type of year.
If he has yes. If he has,
well, that's what I'm running. I'm running this by ifs.
Okay.
That's all I'm saying. If he has that same year again, he can go into free agency going, look at my numbers.
I love Vladdy, but it has been a bit of a roller coaster with
what about
no doubt about it.
And listen, his bad years are phenomenal, are great years for other players. It's just Vladdy's level, it's an off year. But for another player, that would be a superb year. If Vladdy's off year, if Goldsmith ends up having Vladdy's off year, we would be delighted. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, and not the Goldsmith. Goldsmith just ended up because he's older. But I'm just saying. So to your point a little bit, because the rumors are that he's looking for the 6s. Initially, it was 5, but now it's stating to see it was 6. My thing is, he's a first baseman. That's nobody has ever been signed for that long except Pujols, and that didn't look good. Neither did Miggy. So, and again, even though his numbers are comparable to an extent of the first 6 years with Soto, he's still not Soto in the playoffs, and he's still not that's the thing with Vladdy. There's not a lot of playoffs, but he hasn't looked good in those games in the playoffs. Not saying that he won't. I think that Vladdy will be fine. I think he needs more. But I will say this. Another thing is, now you're saying that if he wants that 600, I don't think a team wants to go more than 10, 11 years, maybe 12. Now you got to give him 13 because there's no way you're giving him 600 for 10. That's $60 million. There's no way you're doing that. So let's say you do 6. If you just give him the 6 and you divide that by 13 years, that's $46 million. Is he really worth $6 million more than Judge, even with inflation? Like, this is 2 years removed from Judge's. Like, it's wild.
Maybe I'm watching a different player. This guy's really fucking good.
No, he's
I mean, I don't know where we are here with thinking that this guy shouldn't be paid.
No, he's amazing. And
if he has that same year and all I'm going by is if he has that same year last year at 26, why should he be viewed so much different than Soto? I would pick Soto long-term over him, no question about it. There's no doubt in my mind. But here's my question. Compared to the players available, who would you take? Would you take Tucker over him?
For the Yankees, yes.
Oh, long term, yeah, but
Okay.
I don't think Tucker's coming to the Yankees. It's just not a fit.
No, but I'm just an example. Like,
Wait,
you were
wait,
built
but
for the Yankees. You're managing the Yankees.
Tucker's not a fit for the Yankees.
I don't think Tucker wants the Yankees, and I don't think the Yankees. I think the Yankees want Tucker, but also where are you going to put him right now?
Tucker doesn't want the Yankees, but he fit.
Oh no, we could talk. We could talk about that. I just want to stay here for 1 second because I do want to talk about Tucker. Pete Alonso, forget about it. I think if he's smart and he really loves the Mets, he's gonna opt right back in. Hopefully he does because that can help anybody else with Vladdy. But I don't know, man. I can't see it where, look, I know Vladdy's not a good base runner. Vladdy has said a lot of stupid shit. Vladdy's also young. Is that something? Not everybody's Soto. Not everybody's 26 years old, never says nothing wrong, never does anything wrong. Vladdy is also in the shadow of his father. He's on the path to being a friggin' Hall of Famer. If he could do anything like he did last year. That's how good Vladimir Guerrero is. And I know Yankee fans don't like him because, he didn't want to be here. He's sticking up for his friggin' dad. He had an issue with it because something that happened with it, with the, Vladdy Sr., they promised
that he had a
didn't
deal
happen.
and they went and signed Sheffield.
Okay, he's being a son. What do you want him to do? He's being a son. His father looked at him and said, why don't you shut up? Because the Yankees have a lot of money. And guess what the Yankees don't have? Any long-term solution at first base. Zero. If the Yankees came out there and they signed Vladdy long-term if he has a very good year and they give him over $600 million, I am not sitting here complaining. Not one friggin' bit am I going to sit here and complain that Vladdy's a Yankee. Because at the end of the day, he's going to be the biggest free agent available. Tucker could have a great year. It's not going to be Vladdy. It's not going to be what Vladdy's going to get. Vladdy, whether you like he's had the overweight issues, he's talked a lot, he hasn't backed it up. He's also created a persona that people want on his team. There's going to be no shortage of teams that are going to want this guy. That's why he's so comfortable to sit back with Toronto and go, you think he would? I don't think he would have accepted anything Toronto gave him, to be honest. I think who's his agent?
Neither.
Who's his agent?
I think if they would have gave him the number, he would have taken it. I just don't think they were giving him that number because they don't think he's worth it.
Who's his agent? It's not Boris, is it?
No, he's not with Boris.
Okay, so if his agent watched what happened with Soto too, his agent is sitting there probably saying, whatever the hell they offer, they can get you in the offseason. They want the hell with it. I just think, again, this is a guy that, and guys, I am going to get to your super chats. I think this is just a guy that's going to get a shit ton of money. I really believe that. I think he's going to have a monster mammoth season.
What I was saying about him before, right? So you look at last year, just going off last year, one of the better years in his career, right?
No doubt.
In terms of WAR, he was 13th. Right now, I'm not going to count the pitchers ahead of him. But in terms of hitters, Ketel Marte was ahead of him. Ellie De La Cruz was ahead of him. Jose Ramirez was ahead of him. Jaron Duran was ahead of him. Lindor was ahead of him. Henderson was ahead of him. Then Soto, Ohtani, Witt, and Judge. He's not top 5. And
here's a problem with WAR. Brett Gardner was ahead of Freddie Freeman in WAR before. WAR's biggest problem is defense. He's not a good defensive player. Look at Soto. A lot of those guys are ahead of Soto also.
No, Soto's the 4th.
How close is it?
Soto's 8.1. He's 1 behind Ohtani at 9.1. He's 2 behind Bobby Witt at 10.4. And Bobby Witt's an amazing defender. And then,
but what I'm saying is his poor defense hurts his WAR. Because with those numbers, if Vladimir Guerrero was a better defensive player, his WAR would be through the roof. It'd be a lot higher than what it is.
I think, honestly, I mean, his WAR is not going to get him. His defense wouldn't get him 5 WAR. Like, it wouldn't put him at Bobby.
No, he had a 6 WAR this year, though.
Yeah, he had over a 6 WAR this year.
I use Fangraphs.
And he had any
baseball reference WAR.
Oh yeah, B WAR.
I don't.
6
I
B
use
WAR.
Fangraphs WAR.
What's Fangraphs WAR for Vladi last year?
5.1.
A whole one WAR off.
One whole different. Yeah, because I remember him being 6, but that's where I see it from on the other side also.
B WAR.
B WAR.
Reference WAR. Listen, the argument between those two, like baseball reference and Fangraphs, it's silly.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's semantics. The ranking is pretty much the same though in terms of order of hitters. Like they're pretty much equal. But
is he a fit for the Yankees? Let me just ask that.
Oh no, Pete, we want him. I just don't know that no, hold on, because Pete maybe thinking that we don't want him. No, we're not saying that.
No. I don't think that. I'm asking.
I'm saying that the higher the price.
No, I'm not asking that. All I'm saying is I think I value Vladdy more than other people. That's all.
The higher the price.
I value him as a very good player. And you know what? I happen to like the guy's personality. I like his attitude.
But you don't add enough value to
I love the type of player Vladdy is. There's a lot of fans that are turned off by him. I happen to like the guy a lot. I want him on the Yankees tomorrow.
I don't mind his attitude. We do got to get to that Kyle Tucker shit because Eli is also saying that he's not a fit for the Yankees. I don't know where that comes from. Not
because he wants Judge at first.
No, not Vladdy. Not Vladdy. He's saying Tucker is not a fit. I don't see how Tucker is not a fit. If Juan Soto was a fit, Kyle Tucker is a fit.
Let me get to these super chats real quick. Rod Tom says, why do the Yankees think that they can run prevention teams to sleep? We need hitters, period. Facts. I mean, they've done this many times. Gates of Above says, if you ask Casas, Vladdy has no part of Boston like those prospects. Yeah, he probably would. He probably would shut down Vladdy really quickly. But and yeah, Boston's a team that apparently could have severe interest in.
But where the hell is he going to go on Boston now when you think about it?
Fuck Casas. You think Casas? Goodbye. See you later. You get traded for a pitcher. Go ahead. Go take a dump somewhere, you psychopath. Close your mouth for 5 minutes, would you? But no, I could fix this Tucker thing. Why would Tucker not? Where's the?
Well, hold up. I just want to end just to close the Vladdy. Just to close the Vladdy thing. The thing is that the higher the price tag gets, the less I think that Hal will go for. I don't know, or maybe Cashman thinking like I'm not paying Vladdy.
See, I'm not even thinking that far. Honestly, like maybe that's my fault. I'm not even thinking that far. Would Hal do it? I'm just thinking of it for the Yankees in general. I mean, there's not much better fits.
But how does the price tag? Here's my question, because it's like, look, if he was a free agent this year, or say fine, it's next year. Say Pete Alonso signed with the Cubs, right? Say Pete Alonso signed with the Cubs. Yes. 1,000%, I'd be on the same train as Pete. Like, yo, this could get to 600. This could get to 650. Like, whatever. Because Alonso is on the Mets though, and Steve Cohen won't be a player. The Dodgers will likely not be a player unless he's willing to defer.
I think it's too premature to say that though.
For who? For who?
Cohen. I don't know if Pete Alonso is going to stop the Mets from going after him.
I think Cohen's going to be on.
Where would they put him?
Honestly, I don't think they would even think about that right now. I think if Vladdy's available and they know we could put him there long term, I think the Mets would still be interested. Even Boston. People go, what about Boston's 100% going to be in on Vladdy, no doubt about it.
So they'll be I
don't think Vlad. Not if Bregman opts in.
Yeah, I was gonna say. Look, it sounds.
If Bregman opts in, I don't think they're gonna be.
It sounds good, but again, when Cohen was asked about Soto a year ago, his response wasn't his response just now for Vladdy.
What did he say about Vladdy? I never really saw it.
He's like, yeah, he's a great baseball player, good baseball player. He's like, the thing is, you can't really have too many of these long-term contracts.
He went the Hal route. Okay.
But that's he said, but I'll leave that decision to my baseball people. His baseball people is David Stearns. David Stearns is going to tell him we don't need to sign another contract like this. Especially not when we have the prospects that we have, and we have we need roster. He said the words roster flexibility, which
I think though, the one thing I would agree on, I think the biggest problem he's going to have is that even if, like you said, let's just say, for an example, even if Tucker went somewhere else, let's say Tucker went to the Cubs. I mean, not Tucker, excuse me, I'm sorry. Let's say Alonso goes somewhere else. He opts out, he goes to the Cubs. And the Mets do have availability there. Remember, they got Tucker available, they got Vladdy available, and they got Murakami available. So there's multiple options. With Soto, what was the option?
Yeah, I mean, Soto.
There was no option.
Perfect storm. Vladdy's got, like, with Soto, there was no fallback option.
No,
as good as Kyle Tucker is to Vladimir Guerrero Jr.
No, correct.
That didn't exist for one.
Correct.
There was nothing even remotely close. And to be honest, there really doesn't exist anything remotely close. The closest thing would have been if Vladdy was a free agent also, but he wasn't. It's next year.
Facts.
So I don't know. I feel like, yes, if you get the Mets involved, if Boston is involved, but again, even with Boston, bro, the last few years, bro, they're just pump fakers. All they do is pump fake.
And we heard that they went up to 700, and then David Ortiz said they didn't even go past 600.
They didn't even go past 600.
They never.
Bro, they did. If they didn't go past 600 for Soto, you think they're gonna go past 5 for Vladdy? I don't think so.
No, I don't think so. Again, I'm not gonna completely discredit him having a possibility of getting a contract that high with being his age, and if he has that same type of season, it wouldn't shock me one bit at all.
I'm trying to see who he's with
the White Sox. He could go to the White Sox for $625 million for 14 years. Listen. And go ahead and do that, and who the hell knows? But Kev, you wanted to talk about Tucker, right?
I mean, I'm.
He's not a fit.
I don't think, because my thing is that, so of course you make room for a player the caliber of Kyle Tucker, but it's always at what expense? Then you're putting Judge back in center field. So it's
not necessarily.
Why?
Tucker's going to center?
You don't have to. Why would you have to put Judge back in center field?
So Dominguez,
because I feel
all of a sudden not a center fielder?
No, because the Yankees made the decision. If that was the case, I wanted to see Jason start in center field. Why not start the kid in center field in his first official year in a position that he's comfortable with, and we talked about it, and put Bellinger at left?
Can I say something real quick about this Tucker thing? Because I was thinking about this myself. I think adding a guy like Tucker is probably like the best case scenario the Yankees could do. It opens up a whole puzzle piece. You could put him at first base. You can also tell Bellinger, you got another year, you're going to play first base if he stays. If he does such a good year and you possibly extend him for a couple of years, maybe. I'm just throwing any option out there. He could play first base. The Yankees can then also say, if Spencer Jones has a great year, we can trade either Spencer Jones or Jason Dominguez. And it gives us an amazing blue chip prospect that we're allowed to move to help us in some other area. So I think it's the perfect world for the Yankees. I think Aaron Judge could still stay in right field. On top of that, you don't think Tucker could play left field at Yankee Stadium?
No, I'm not saying he can't. I'm just saying
he's good defensively.
But so then why, if the Yankees were even plotting that, why not just leave Jason in center?
Well, the Yankees are pretty stupid.
Because the Yankees have
we've seen this many times before.
Because they also have to plan for the possibility that they don't get an outfielder next year, and that next year is the year that they bring up
Spencer. But Spencer's been playing. Yeah. Why not that? And that's my thing. It's like,
do I agree with that? Fuck no, because we don't know what's going to happen with Spencer Jones in 2025. We don't know if he's going to be ready in 2026. There's a lot of unknown there, and there's guys who are proven available to you. But
no, listen, if that's the case, then if you're saying that, that's fine. But that's a lot of back and forth. And again, of course, the fucking Dominguez is the one getting moved from left to center.
Yeah, but remember this too. Remember this too. I think if Dominguez solidifies himself as a potential all-star type player, the Yankees aren't going to have no problem moving him wherever the hell they need to.
Oh, no. I don't think
if they got to sit back, go, hey, Jason, look, we're gonna move you to center field for good. You know, we're going to give you the opportunity to play there. Look, I know Spencer Jones has a chance to be a great player. I think this is his final year to real. I know people may say that's nuts because Judge did it at an older age too. I think Spencer Jones has to go off this year. He's already fallen on many prospect lists, including ours. He's dropped quite a bit. I like the changes he made. I hope he goes off. It makes the Yankees even better if he does.
Yeah.
But that's a tough one for me because Kyle Tucker is a perfect fit for the Yankees. He's a perfect fit for Yankee Stadium. He fits the lineup well. Think about Tucker Judge. I mean, you talk about Soto Judge. It's right there with it.
It's right there.
I mean, it's everything you'd want.
The only thing I could see is Tucker himself saying, you know, I prefer not being in a city like New York. Like that's not really my speed. If I get to choose where I go,
could be that.
You know, maybe Texas becomes a possibility for me.
That's what I'm saying. He just doesn't give me that vibe.
Or something like that. But
I feel like there was rumors about that too.
I could see him going to Texas. People, I haven't seen. I've seen like fans talking about it. Like, listen, like that's his temperament. Like he's a Texas guy. He's gonna whatever. Like, and I get that. But at the end of the day, money talks. And if you're not gonna put up the money, and the Yankees are. Like, I mean, they said that before CeCe hit free agency. Oh, he's a West Coast guy. Yeah. He wants to go back to the West Coast. He wants to pitch out of California. Yeah. And he did. He admitted it. He said, yeah, I did want to go back to LA. I did want to go to California. I did want to go out there. And then Hal showed me the money. I mean, and he's a Yankee. And now he's a Hall of Famer, and he's going with the plaque. He's going to put a Yankee hat on his plaque because money talks. So I think with Tucker, what interests me also, if you're the Yankees, Tucker's going to be 20. He's 28 this year. He'll be 28 this year, right?
Correct. Yes.
So when you sign him, you'll be signing him for his age 29 season, right? That's not Soto age. That's not Vladimir Guerrero Jr. age. That's closer to the Judge age, right?
Correct.
Also, his ARB number this year is $16.5 million. Juan Soto was 31 ARB. Juan Soto was at 31 for arbitration last year on the Yankees. He's at almost half of that.
Yep.
Kyle Tucker's at almost half of that. So do the math. I mean, how much average annual value, how much AAV you think Kyle Tucker is going to get on that contract? How many years do you think he's going to get? To me, contract wise, and like to me, he fits the Yankees better than anybody because he's not going to get the years that Vladdy's going to get. He's not going to get the AAV that Vladdy's going to get. He's a left-handed outfielder who you could put right ahead of Judge. I mean, and he's ready. He fits the window for the Yankees. Like, I don't know. It makes a lot of sense. The only thing that could upend it to me is himself saying, I don't want to be in New York.
Yeah. That man belted 23 homers and 277 at-bats last year. Holy shit.
Freaking monster, bro.
He was on fire. He was going to hit 40 plus of that.
He's a monster.
Shit, he might hit 50 plus last year. Holy shit.
Yeah, I mean, listen, that it's just the rumors that I've heard, and then the back and forth with the Yankees deciding about their outfielders. I mean, I hope that that's not the case. I mean, I think that the Yankees do have to land somebody big, and I hope for God is not. As more we talk about it, Murakami, I don't like that look. Me and you, Pete, talked about it last time about Murakami, so no. But
he has to have a big year this year and really just show a lot of different things. But I don't know if you guys saw this article about Murakami. The article when it talked about how he hits against 93 plus, he has like 1 something.
Oh yes,
It's bad. Yeah. It's really bad.
At that high velocity, his batting average is under 200.
Is under 200 with high velo. Like I'm talking about, I think it might have been like 91 plus or 93. I think it was 93.
No, you were right.
Maybe.
It was 93.
Was it 90? Yeah, 93. It was
over 93.
91 I mean, I saw that and I was like,
from 91 to 93, he was in the 2 somethings, and then 90 plus he was under 200. It was like a 197 batting average.
And look, if you see his swing, he has a very, very long swing, a very long swing. And look, those swings do generate power, but they also generate a shit ton of swings and misses.
Yeah.
And that's the concern with a guy like Murakami is you're coming to a league in America where everybody's throwing 90.
America.
Fuck yeah.
And late in the game, 7th, 8th, and 9th inning.
Yeah,
he's not gonna be able to touch these guys.
I tell you what, if that boy Murakami, what is he? He's in Japan right now. The best thing Murakami could do right now is buy himself a Lincoln and put all his bats in the back so they can get nice and warm. Because I don't know what in the hell is going on over there, but if you look at his numbers, every year he's striking out more and more and more. That my boy's either getting blind or what? I don't know what's going on. He's as blind as a bat. Or as confused as a fart in the fan factory. I don't know what's going on over there.
Listen,
but something's going on, and I don't want him with the Yankee uniform. I don't. Let him go to LA. Let him go to his buddies over there. I don't want him anywhere near New York. $300 million for a guy who never played here.
Calm down, Purse.
My fault, Francis.
I also wanted to know. I forgot to mention it when I was talking about Tucker. The team he's on currently is also a threat. The Chicago Cubs. They make the money. This is one of the highest revenue generating teams in baseball. They have the money. They haven't made a splash like that. If he likes his year in Chicago, if they find some magic and Chicago ponies up the money, he could very well just stay in Chicago. So
and in that ballpark, he can absolutely go off. I mean, he can legitimately go off in that ballpark too. So
it's which really does kind of worry me. For the Yankees,
it worries me.
And next year, because if Tucker turns out to be like, yeah, you know, he does fit here, he makes a ton of sense, like on paper, but personality wise, he doesn't want to be here, then that's a loss. If Vladdy says, yeah, nah, like I want to go to the Red Sox or I want to go to the Mets or whatever, or I'm staying in Toronto. I don't think he's staying in Toronto, but you know what I mean? Like you lose out on Vladdy and Tucker the year after you let Soto walk. And you got all that, like, bro.
Gleyber's a free agent again.
No. He's having a hell of a time in Detroit, by the way.
Gleyber Torres. Listen, Gleyber Torres might not even be able to come back when the team he's on comes back to play the Yankees. That's how much the Yankees like don't like this guy. Even he said it. He's like, I thought everything was okay, but apparently not. It's like poor Gleyber.
I know, man. Gleyber was showing off. He was showing off the beard, man. He was having himself a good time, Gleyber, man. He's like, I don't know what this is like to have the facial hair again.
Listen, if he has a monster, it wouldn't shock anybody if he went off this year.
Not at all. I hope he has a good year.
Listen,
man. I like
AJ Hinch ain't gonna be playing with the emotional mind game stuff. He ain't about that. AJ Hinch ain't about that.
Nah.
That might be, I said it when he signed to Detroit, that might be the best move that Gleyber Torres has made in his career thus far. Yep. You sign with a team that's up and coming, hungry, lots of kids, a lot of good energy, and a manager that is no nonsense. That's gonna give it to you straight. Like that shit might be good for him. Let's see.
I agree.
So let me just mention some.
What an
so,
episode. What an
right
episode.
before we wrap up, let me mention some names.
By the way, we've been going up the longer we go. We got 340 people in here right now. So I
shout out to the chat, man. Hitting and
Smacky the likey, hitty the subby.
Great episode. As always, the U is here, no matter what's going on. If there's not much to talk about, we tell you, we bring up what to talk about. But listen, Vlad is a free agent next year. Bo Bichette. We all said Tucker, Moncada, also your boy, whatchamacall, from the Chicago White Sox, the center fielder. What guy's name? Robert's Kyle Schwarber is a free agent next year.
He ain't never leaving Philly. That man loves that place.
He belongs there.
He belongs in Philly.
He belongs there.
But yeah, man, they're not like after Vladdy and Tucker, there's not obviously is a bit of a drop off, but I don't know, man. The Yankees, we'll see. Only time will tell. It's gonna be an interesting trade deadline because a lot of these guys are on their walk year. So Luis Arraez, Willie Castro, those guys are on their walk year. So I mean, will we see some moves made in the right before? I mean, we got Jazz like 3 weeks before the deadline.
Yeah. Here's my question to that, man: is will the cap hurt the Yankees at the deadline?
Probably.
That's the sad thing. That's the saddest thing to talk about, man. And it sucks as a Yankee fan. If you want to be miserable and upset about anything as a Yankee fan, let it be that. Let it be that the owner is putting a self-imposed cap on his club when this team could improve. And again, Francis, we've said this. We said it when Soto left. Yeah. Maybe there probably is nothing you could really do in this on this free agency. So we were never sitting here saying go to 360, but we all have said if you could slightly improve your club and go a little over, you have to do it. You can't sit back and say no. You got to do it. You're the Yankees.
As it currently stands,
but us owners, remember us owners.
Us owners. As it currently stands, they're already over, so it does look very silly. I do feel like something is going to happen and they will be able to move. I think even the fact that Stroh is the guy going on Friday is kind of them, giving him a showcase inning. Like, hey, look at this guy. Look, he's ready to go. He's in good shape. If you're interested, he's here. You know what I'm saying? He's out there. They got him on the table. Like, somebody come get him. I do think that they're still, going to move Stroman. They may eat some of the salary, but I feel like the goal right now, more than completing a team with holes, is getting under that last threshold and kind of resetting that penalty. And yeah, it's gonna be an interesting season for sure. But the fact that what we just spent the last 30-40 minutes talking about does kind of excite me for 2026. And I know we haven't even gotten through 2025, but it's like you think about it, it's like there's no way this team looks like this in 2026. Can't.
The Yankees, and by the way, too, I do want to say this: the Yankees are also setting themselves up over the next couple of years to really be a dynamic team.
Yeah,
I think that's the thing people got to understand is me and Los talked about this yesterday. The Yankees changed their system in 2019. They're seeing fruits of their labor since then. Now, a lot of people want to cast doubt on the Yankee system and they never bring up players. That's baloney. That's out the window now because they got a lot of them on the club currently, including the rookie of the year and a potential rookie of the year this year. So the prospect system has been working for the New York Yankees. And I got an easy prediction to make. There is one guy this organization is absolutely in love with. His name is George Lombard Jr. He is never going anywhere. Mark my words when I say this.
Lombard Jr. brings the lumber.
There it is. He is not going anywhere. I have never seen the Yankees utilize a prospect via their social media.
So young, too.
More than they have with George Lombard. They played him almost, it felt like every game in spring training last year at 18 years old.
Yep.
He's going to be playing in a shit ton of games this spring training. They are developing this kid to be a regular major league player on this club and be very, very impactful. He could very well become our Carlos Correa. That's what a lot of people project him to be. So who knows? We'll see.
He looks good. Hey, so far, it's very early. But so far, the early returns do look good on George Lombard Jr.
The Yankees have a plan. They got a plan for the future, folks. I know you guys, a lot of people don't want to hear that and don't believe it. They do. They got a plan for the future.
But with him, I'm saying like they're not just giving it to him like we've accused them of in the past or whatever. This kid has he's earned it, and he's paying them back. With every shot that they give him, he kind of pays them back. I mean, hit a nice home run last year in the spring. I'm sure he's gonna find a way
he
to.
He did big in the playoffs.
Yeah,
he played very well in the playoffs.
Yeah, like I think this kid seems to be pretty legit. So hopefully all things go well, and we see he's up here in a couple of years.
We didn't talk about this guy, but any reason why the Yankees didn't sign Brendan Rodgers to a minor league contract if we needed infielders?
It's odd. All that stuff to me is odd, and
money.
I think that it had to be money. It really had to be because Brendan Rodgers.
And that's my thing.
The one thing you're guaranteeing from his defense, and I mean, look, I don't know how many times he's played the left side of the infield. I don't know, but
he's a second and shortstop. I mean, either you try him out at third, say we want to try you out third, or you move Jazz back there. But because Jazz wasn't bad at third,
Kev,
I don't know why.
I got even a better idea. You ready for this one? We talked about this a lot. Play him at third base all spring. If it doesn't work, you say see you later.
Exactly. It's a minor league contract. It's like what? Like even if you have to pay him, so what? If you sign a minor league contract, is there a vet minimum? Because he's played 4 or 5 years. Is there a vet minimum now? Besides that, what's the vet minimum? 1.5, 2 point? Is there a vet minimum? And I don't know. Like that's one thing I've never.
I don't know. I just know there's the
there is a veterans minimum.
Is there? I don't know what that number would be.
I'll look it up.
Now, I think right now it's 785.
But that's
isn't that for league minimum. That's a league minimum.
The league minimum.
Let me see. It does that's crazy. That's something we've never.
Super chat real quick too from Bart Simpson. Bart Simpson in the chat. He goes, Gleyber, Torres, beard is proof. Facial hair policy needs to go. Yes, we all agree. By the way, up here.
There's a picture floating around with all 4 of them: Chapman, Gleyber, Sevy, and I forgot who else. They all got beards,
and they all look better, don't they?
Yeah, I feel like Gleyber's like
funny. As soon as you said that, it popped up on my feed.
Can you send it to me?
Yeah, I'll send it to you right now.
What, the 4 players with the beard?
I just shared it.
Who's the 4th?
It's Sanchez, Sevy,
Sanchez,
Torres, and Chapman.
That boy Gary Sanchez, I'll tell you what. But Pete, he hit 13 home runs, 267, 314 on base last year, 94 OPS plus.
No, I like him. Like I said before, man, I like him.
Like there's the picture right there. Delete those numbers from last year, bro.
Well, that's what I'm saying. They're not bad numbers for a guy who's going to play second base, gives you solid defense. I'll take a guy who hits like that in the lineup. Why not?
And he's a phenomenal defender too. Like phenomenal.
So I don't get it. Why? Because $1 million. Because you're gonna pay him $1 million. It's gonna cost you $2 million.
It's money.
Yes. I'm telling you.
Yes, that's all it is. That's the only thing you can put it to. Because why else? Why else? Kev, why else?
Kev, there's no other
you think
they're
that high on Peraza? I mean, come on. He left. Kev left. That's it.
There's no other explanation for it, bro. They spent what they spent. You might say, oh, but then why bring in Cookie? Why bring in whatever? Because those arms are there because they feel like they are pretty confident they're moving Stroman. They'll get under and they'll have the arms to replace him should they need to replace him. But as for the third base or whatever, they don't feel like they want to spend money on that.
When I was a young boy,
my
father.
He turned into My Chemical Romance out of nowhere.
Yeah, for real, what the hell? Shit, I
to be into the city to watch the Yankees.
Listen, wait till y'all see how I pull up for the first All Rise of spring training.
Oh man, the shorts are getting shorter.
Oh shit!
It ain't gonna be about shorts that day, man.
I might sit on that couch, butt ass naked.
I tell you what, it better not be a leather couch. It's gonna be slippery as fuck when I'm done with it.
Sticking to my ass?
Listen, man. All I'm gonna say is bring your calculators that day.
Oh God,
you're gonna need them.
Oh, we're gonna need
Francis.
them.
Hey. Listen, I'm not gonna say it. But for those of y'all who know. For those of y'all who know, don't ever listen. Those comparisons is over and dead, buried. I don't ever want to hear that shit again. Not after today. Francis Lee has never and would never. That's it.
You heard it here first. Hey, fucking yo, the chat's going Latino emo.
Jira said that's some shit.
Yeah, listen, she ain't wrong.
Listen, man, we still got 340 strong here. I don't even want to end the stream, but listen, hit that like if you haven't, hit that sub if you haven't, sub to the U. It's just constant content here at the U. If you
want to know what's
here,
crazy?
What?
We did 2 hours, right?
And it didn't feel like 2 hours.
We'd still have 22 hours to go, but we do the 24-hour stream.
Well, that's gonna be. I think we gotta figure some things out to make it more entertaining. Not more entertaining for us. For the last.
I was about to say, what are you doing?
No, not for everybody. Yo, towards the end, we were like, what the?
Yo, if you go back, and it is for anybody,
it's a weird feeling.
The last like hour and a half, I was cracking up. We started doing Game of Thrones shit. You were playing Game of Thrones songs on your phone. I said, did I say Aaron Boone? You were like, no. And I started just saying Gabagool. Then we were talking about dragons. And Gabagool,
it was wild.
Somebody said it must think
your dragon's name was going to be Gabagool.
I went off. Yeah, I went off.
No, man, that's some wild.
It was just an insane time. I can't wait for this year.
Me neither.
Where are we gonna do it?
Oh, I could honestly, I could definitely wait.
He said,
I got a lot of. There's a lot of things I gotta call already. I could wait. I could certainly wait for it, but yeah, I'll be excited when it is that time. And
I hope we get a nice trade, a big one. Why y'all say? But
we haven't had a big one like
just
that.
Rizzo.
We're talking about the day of.
Free agent.
We're talking about the day of. Yeah.
Free agent.
They're gonna have a big trade. They're gonna trade for Vladdy at the deadline.
Can you imagine that? My man just turned straight up into Jordan. Ha!
Yeah, I mean, I'll be honest with you, bro. Like, I'd like dye my hair blonde live on air if they did some shit like that.
Well, that would be fine. I think you can pull that off. By the way,
wifey swears I could do it. I'm like, bro,
100% think you could pull that off. I'm being dead serious. I think you could pull off like the Lindor. I really do.
Listen, man, I don't know.
Yeah,
but I'll tell you right now.
Pull it off.
I'll tell you good
for the chat.
Can you imagine me blonde?
You can't.
That's a real rocker. That's the when I was doing.
Yes.
A young boy.
Oh, chat. Who wants me?
My father.
Who wants to see blonde Pete?
That's earlier rock.
Sometimes I feel like when I listen to if anybody here has listened to Li, sometimes I feel he literally will be like this. Well, Jack Nelly from the New York Yankees.
Who?
Li, he sounds like this. The Yankee fans are morons because Hal is always. That's how he sounds.
Caleb,
shout out to Li.
I'm half
and a 17 trades.
I could do it.
I think you could pull it off. I really do.
If I'll tell you right now, if the
Yankees, do it, bro. Just do it, bro.
If the Yankees made a trade,
okay, we'll bring it with us to the 24-hour stream.
I'll bring it with because if they traded for like Vladdy Jr. See, now I'm getting worried because like imagine like we're going up to the trade deadline.
Does Gira know how to put tintes on?
Box of Vladdy Jr. to the Yankees.
What the hell that is?
Tinte is when you dye your hair.
Yeah.
So tell Gira if she knows.
She's in the chat.
Yeah, Gira, do you know how to? ¿Tú sabes tinta?
She said yes.
My wife knows how to do too because she did highlights for Noah.
And
it looks fire.
Like they all know how to do it.
Yeah, Noah has highlights, bro, and it looks fire. I'm not gonna lie. I thought it wasn't, but he has highlights.
Noah just wants to be the next Roger Clemens. All right, I seen him pitching. He wants to have the tips like Roger Clemens. Okay, I know what's going on here.
Big Roger guy.
Not a bad guy to model after, man. No, it's one of the best ever.
Nope, and he's aggressive too. Put one in the numbers.
The numbers, okay. The numbers action, okay.
I'm gonna tell you this, guys. 300 strong.
What a show.
Tell me about it.
The Bronx or nothing never disappoints.
No more, definitely not.
But for the 300 that's still here, smack that like, hit that sub. Tomorrow we got NYY good, or are you still waiting on?
Oh yeah.
Okay. Listen. Okay. I don't know what Kevin was talking about. Okay. I love Rocky Balboa, but that doesn't mean that all I do. Don't worry about the poster behind about Rocky. This is about Nestor Cortez, that bum. Okay, listen what I'm about to say. That bum.
That's what he does. I'm like this. I know what I'm saying. I just want to say Nestor Cortez is a bum.
And he grabs his mic and he grabs this like this and he starts going up and down.
Bum.
We need we need those 5 likes. We 5 likes from 200.
I need 5
likes. Let's get the 300 before we go.
Let's get those.
Come on, baby.
Likes.
When are we gonna do the? Are we gonna do the Knights of the Round Table before we go to spring or after when we come back?
Probably when we come back, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, before the season right?
begins, because that way we know everything. We kind of know what the team's gonna look like, and
exactly.
it'll be me, you,
Francis,
and
okay.
Okay.
Johnny, my guy, Johnny, he's no longer here, buddy. Calm down, buddy. Guy sent like 6 minutes. Where's Mario at? Mario's being a fan. He doesn't want to do podcasts.
Yeah, Mario's chilling.
Yo, did we get the lives? I got
who
work
disliked? Because then it. No, we need one more.
Oh,
you got work to
do. I got a lot of work to do. I'm busy. I really do. I got a lot of work to do today.
Guys,
come on now.
Oh, can I show this? Let me show the website. Or let me show the new hoodies.
Oh, there you go.
Yo, somebody said that we need a camel hat, Percy. You know what? We're gonna get some Percy merch working.
I could get camo hats. I could do camo hats.
Camo, look at that.
I'll tell you who.
By the way, the hoodies this year are from Adidas. Okay, that's all. I had to do Adidas. That's like the best one possible.
Really?
But yeah, so they're Adidas hoodies. They're absolutely fire.
Yeah, I ordered one and it came with 1D and one less stripe.
Oh, you got the Adidas. Adidas.
Yandy
Look at this. Look at that, Anthony.
Oh, get a look at that.
Oh, look at that, Anthony.
Oh, you like that Volpe, don't you?
Let it fly, let it fly, let it fly. Yeah, you can see the Adidas logo on the back a little bit.
They said Kev got the
I was about to say,
version.
Sierra said, you getting stuff from Temu?
He got the NYYU on Temu.
Damn.
Sierra, no te pases, Sierra. Stop it.
Nah, ya se pasó.
Shout out to the ESB. NYY Jew. That's what Dominicans say. NYY Jew.
NYY Jew.
Give me one
NYY
NYY. Hey, that one's fire, bro.
That one is nice. I might have to grab
That
that.
was nice. Yo, Pete, can you buy me that?
Man,
Pete, can you buy me that for Christmas?
Kev, I tell you what, man, I'll buy
I
you.
tell you
whatever
what,
want.
brother.
I'll buy you anything you want, Kev.
Yo, you got a Jazz hoodie?
I do. I just showed it.
I got a Jazz shirt. We're all gonna wear a Jazz shirt for day one.
Rocket Man says, "You saw DJ batting today. Kill me now, please." By the way, Jazz
You're a Rocket.
is getting,
You're on a Rocket.
Jazz
You
is
can die
getting one
anytime.
of these shirts, by the way. So I'm bringing him one. So he's
Oh,
gonna be
he
deserves
deserves
getting
it.
one of these shirts. No
Yeah, he
doubt
does.
about it.
Single-handedly keeping the aura alive, man. Trying to restore the feeling, Jazz.
Bro, there were some people criticizing like his glasses. I'm like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, please,
let people be who they are, bro.
please.
Why do you have so much issue with
What,
people
the
having
product-
personality,
the
bro?
product
Brother had a
shady?
one-piece chain. He's like, you should worry about hitting. Like, motherfucker, what?
It's because everybody wants people to be the same damn friggin' thing. Let him be who. What is wrong with? Everybody wants to control people's opinions and how people think and how fans fan. Let people be who the frig they want to be and stay in whatever lane you're in. Leave them alone. Jazz ain't doing nothing wrong. The frig? What, he's bringing a little fun and style. He's a young man. What do you want to do?
The best part about Jazz, though,
Aura.
he don't give a shit.
No,
He don't care.
Jazz don't give a, he don't give a shit.
He
Jazz
don't give a fuck, bro.
Jazz don't give a fuck.
You should worry about hitting. People talk about
Which one is the?
telling Jazz to worry about hitting, sitting in their mother's basement with Cheeto stains on their shirt.
That's the wildest shit. Honestly, that's the wildest shit about it right there.
You got mad Cheeto dust on your fingers trying to talk to
Cheeto
Jazz
dust.
about hitting. Like,
What
shut
is
up.
that? What is that meme about? I don't give a fuck.
Jazz,
You
bro.
remember? That should be Jazz. Jazz, what do you think about people? I don't give a fuck.
Kicking with
That's
Roy.
exactly it. That's
They really-
exactly
yeah,
it.
they
Yo,
want
kicking
Vladdy.
with
They
Roy.
want
Shout out
Vladdy
to
in the
kicking.
Bronx.
Damn, 19 months, my guy.
If the Yankees trade for Vladdy Jr. during a 24-hour stream, I'll throw my grandmother for Francis. Damn.
I take.
Dudes out here, look, I'll do something too. I'm not kidding. Look, if they ever got Vladdy, bro, I'd do something.
If they ever got Vladdy, I'm getting dreads.
No, Kev, you should shave your beard. No, I can't
No,
let you do that.
no, fuck that.
You
No.
can't.
No, we can't do that.
You don't want to see Kev without that
See
shit.
what I
He
mean?
can
Look at
never
this.
play
Look
for
at
the
us.
Yankees.
I
man.
would never listen.
do
Listen,
that,
you want to be
bro.
honest?
We don't do that.
You want to be honest? I don't know if I would play for the Yankees or work for the
couldn't.
coach. Like,
You
and
couldn't.
bro, my beard, nah, bro.
Nah, man, you couldn't, bro. There's no way in hell. Frank Quotez says Vladdy is going to the Mets. Stop dreaming, guys. He's gonna do the same as Soto. That's it. I still don't get the quotes, but okay.
I think he's doing it on purpose at this point.
Did we get the likes?
We had to. There's no doubt about it. We got it.
Nope, we're at one. That's right. We're at 204. I got. What you
I was about to say, bro.
I knew we had to be over 200. Come on now.
Pete, we are streaking and hanging in high. Hey.
Hey, yo.
Y'all wildin'. Y'all
Wow.
really going crazy. Listen, Uncle Dom.
Would you guys?
He lets it loose.
I tell you the truth. I'm kind of stuck on his top five. I'm kind of stuck on his top five right now. You guys have Fernando on your top five?
Of hitters?
Yeah.
No, I mean.
Wait, are we saying hitters or overall players? Am I confused?
No,
or
you
what?
said top 5 hitter. That's why I said.
Okay, hitters.
Like
You
even
know,
overall
Fernando,
player, you
players
can't put
makes
him
it
in there. It's worse. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Fernando?
Overall
For,
players.
no, for Vladdy.
Oh no. I meant no. That's what I'm saying. I didn't know what we're talking. We're talking overall hitters.
No,
Players.
just hitter. No, hit as a hitter right now. I have Vladdy over Tatis. Just hitting. Just hitting. I have him over. And the numbers are there. I mean the WAR and stuff like that or whatever. In Vladdy's best years, like his highest highs are higher than Tatis's.
I love Fernando, man. Rocket Man says
Tatis has the injury stuff.
True. Rocket Man says Goldie will replace Rizzo. Goldie will replace Rizzo. Goldie replaced Rizzo. Bellinger replaced Verdugo. And if Dominguez lives up to the hype of Mike Trout and Mickey Man, don't do that. We'll be saying Soto who. Please don't do that. And again, I appreciate you, man, but please don't.
No, we always say that giving guys those type of comparisons like Spencer Jones and Judge, let them be who they are. If he's an all-star, we won't be worried about where Soto is. He doesn't have to be Soto. He could just be Jason Dominguez, the all-star of the New York Yankees.
Correct. And we got a big super chat right here from my
guy
James.
Can we get a sound for this one?
Oh, let's get a sound for this one. Let's do it. Come on, keep on loving me.
Give me something. No, it's different. You can't do that. You know the other guy's not. You got to go a different one.
Yeah, he says, guys, the more you speak on Yanks and baseball, we listen, value your commentary, we share interest, but you guys help people who are going through a tough time. Regardless, do your thing. 3 to 4 years watching. You're appreciated. God bless in Jesus' name. Amen, my brother.
Amen.
We appreciate you.
Amen. What a super chat.
Thank you so
Everybody
much.
like that super chat from James. If you're still like 300 strong in here, man. Listen, you know what? I'm gonna take this time to thank the chat for being with us in the community at NYYU, because the event, when you go there, I didn't know how accepting and great this community was until I went to the event. And I told Pete I didn't expect that. I got so many hugs and so many people saying thank you. I listen to you while I'm at work. You crack me up. Sometimes I don't even I wake up and I have a bad mood. I put you guys on. And this is what people understand. Most of us, because there's a lot of people who are non-Yankee fans who still listen to us. But a lot of them. Yankee fans and non-Yankee fans who listen to us, it's entertainment with Yankee coverage, with community. That's what people need to understand. Baseball is a game. It's about entertainment. So people who cover it should be entertaining as well. Correct. Like if you want straight, whatever it is, the other, I mean, here at the U, we give you the entertainment, and I have to thank this community because it opened me. It gave me. I'm emotional right now. That's what it is. Man. Yeah, too many. Yo, stop it. Fuck Steels. Steels is not here. Thank God. This community accepted me. Right.
This shit.
Yeah.
He said this community opened them up, bro.
He said they spread them.
That is wild.
I didn't say that.
They spread them.
I didn't say that. Okay.
Nope. They did what?
Hey, listen.
They did what?
Listen, bro. This community has accepted KC, the Percy, Kev, whatever you guys want to call me, right? And I gotta thank everybody, bro, because the NYYU is the real family. Honestly, I can't wait for the event. Can't wait for spring training. Every time we go down there, we still meet new people, new fans, and stuff like that. So thank you again for the U. You guys really make this a joy. We don't only do this, we do this because of you guys, and we do this because we have fun. And it's just a blessing, man. And shout out to Pete and Francis. I never get to say this publicly for also accepting this crazy motherfucker, because I am a little bit crazy. If you guys think Percy's nuts, you guys have no idea. This is truly a family, and we've connected, we clicked. And it shows on camera, off camera. If you're at the events, if you just see us three just talking shit in the corner, you'd be like, "Oh shit, that's NYY." And you see us, we're all cracking up, doing the same shit we do with you guys here. So thank you so much, man. Yeah,
it's funny because we got stories on that, man. There's been multiple times now that me and fucking Darius, bro, he said, "Open what?" He said, open what? It's crazy though, because me and Francis, we've had many of these times where a fan stop us on the street. I mean, there's more to count at this point. So, the fans know that NYYU's out there. Like, we're there with you. We're dealing with everything with you guys, the ups, the downs, the highs, the lows, all that stuff. One thing nobody could ever say is nobody could ever question our fandom here at the U. And And it's literally the reason that we were created. I say it all the time, man. I just feel that the fans were not getting the right voice. I still feel that way about the media, the beat writers that cover the Yankees. And they may not feel it's their job, and that's okay. They don't have to. But I feel like NYYU is there picking that up in a major, major way, because
It's our job.
we don't just sit here and give our opinion. We listen to yours. We hear your opinion. We let you have an opinion. We let the fans talk. We kind of navigate the way many things that we tend to do in the future. We ask the fans in Discord. You guys know that. I ask you guys all the time. What do you guys think about this? This is something I'm considering doing. Would you support this? And the fan base does it. I mean, one of the main reasons that we're able to even make it to spring training again this year is because Ra and Mike Thompson, because of his father's charity. They're going to be able to help assist us to go there. So that's a major, major help. So, and that came from this community. I met Ra in this community. A lot of you that have helped me personally, a lot of you who have been with us and understand what I'm trying to build and what we're trying to do here. You guys have, I met you all here. And again, I've also gotten, friends, hopefully friends for life from NYYU. And that's something that I take very, very highly. And it's the reason why we could come on here with no news and sit here for 2 hours and have a full-fledged conversation and make it fun and make it entertaining and, and do all that. And this is going to be a huge year for NYYU. Stuff that we're working on that I told you guys during the members chat. I can't say it. I can't announce anything because it's not done. It wouldn't be right. But we're working on some really, really big things that's going to elevate this community's voice even louder. That's exactly what we're here to do. And how everybody can't be on board with that, I don't understand it. But as always, life is like that. That's just life in general. Not everybody's going to support. Not everybody's going to be happy about your success. And that is what it is. I don't have no reason to spite anybody else. We're just going to keep doing what we do and keep growing. We're the best. That's quite simple. We're the best.
We the best in the world. NYYU.
The best there is, the best there was, and the best there ever will be, baby.
But lucky Rafi Devers wasn't here, though.
No.
No.
That's gonna be the new thing. Yo, Kev, you're gonna
No. Hey. Oh yeah. No. Está loco tú. That's what
I need that on the soundboard.
He wanted to say that really bad. Rafi Devers had a tú está loco, like it was right at the tip of his tongue. He just couldn't say it, but he wanted to.
I'm gonna have a Ninja Turtle soundbite for him.
Listen, man, I just want the fans to know. Look, Kevin, Pete, they talk to you from the heart. I want to talk to y'all from the heart. I'm here for the negativity. All right. I'm here to spread negativity as much as I possibly can. Now, let me stop. I'm messing with y'all. Yo, I love y'all, man. Listen, y'all know what it is, baby. NYYU to the moon, baby. That's it.
Facts.
Let's go.
All day, day. All day, day. And don't be shy to come up to us, too, by the way, folks. I'm just letting everybody
know. Don't take a picture of us.
Hi.
And then be like, yo, the crew, like, yo, just come say what's up, bro.
You know how many times I've had that? And I'll be honest with you guys. Pete Simonetti, these guys will tell you, I don't get mad at things with fans. Like, or people that want, I always make time. Anybody was at our events, I'll spend 30 minutes after a game just taking pictures with people anywhere. Like, I don't mind doing that at all. It's always weird to me, but I get it. I understand. But don't take pictures from far away and then tag us. I just think that's like the weirdest. Like, bro, come say hi. Like, you could come say hi to us and take a picture. Those are always weird to me. It's like, oh, I saw Pete online.
We're approachable just because we're not assholes. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like,
exactly.
I get some people.
I had that when we were online one day. Dude was like, I was like, you walked by us. Why did you not just say hi? Like, you took a picture from the other block. Like, what?
It's the other block. Macho says hi. The cream of the carb. Yeah. Don't just throw French fries. All right, Macho.
The chicken nugget threw me off. Because anybody that wastes chicken like that, you got to be out your friggin' mind. Don't ever throw a chicken nugget. I wish it landed in my mouth. Hey, yo.
Oh, man, Pete.
I should have caught that shit in my mouth. I didn't even think about it.
Hey, yo, they're going to clip that. I'm going to just tell you right now. They're going to clip that.
That's all right.
And that's going to go triple platinum on the Discord.
Clip that shit, baby. Clip it. Clip it. I was hoping the chicken nugget landed right in my mouth. I'm cool with that. What's wrong with that?
The problem is they're going to clip out the chicken nugget part.
Hey, yo.
And that's...
you just caught that now? No.
He did
I forgot we're living in different times nowadays, man. I'm an old school cat, man.
By the way, I've never seen Pete. I've never seen
designated unks.
I've never seen Pete run so fast trying to catch the guy who's upstairs. I'm like, There was no way. It was a rah-rah running right after you too.
Yeah,
I was
and a fan from someone. He was like, "You gonna go whip the ass?" I was like, "Yeah, let's go, fuck it,
bro." First of all,
wouldn't happen.
You got to be a real piece of shit to be throwing food at Yankee Stadium, bro. I despise shit like that.
With how expensive that food is.
Don't you fucking hit me with a nugget. That's all I'm saying. You want to throw a French fry, fine, no problem. Don't throw a chicken nugget at me. I love chicken.
You imagine you had the beer with no cap on it and it just falls on your beard, bro?
And goes everywhere. Now you got a beery nugget.
Beer
Who wants a beery nugget, bro? Come on,
man. Chicken nuggets ain't bad. Don't knock it till you try it. Pete didn't want to fight nobody. He was just trying to go up there and get
I'm like, what's wrong with you, bro?
No, I told the security guard. He said, no, we got a hand. I said, all right, because they know how long you guys gonna let this happen?
He probably had if I had to bet, he had a Josh Donaldson jersey on.
Probably.
Yo, you imagine?
Why do people think? A lot of people think like I'm so bad. I'm like the sweetest guy that ever lived.
Nah.
The fuck is that, Kev?
Sweetest guy.
David Douglas. I'm changing the conversation. David Douglas says, still think Arenado was an option. We passed on that. At this point, I don't even know anymore, to be honest. I really don't. I don't know anymore at this club.
Arenado's taking a nap.
Yeah, a dirt nap in St. Louis.
Damn. It's probably what he feels like.
Yo, freaking Cora said that. He's like, oh, the other leadership is in St. Louis somewhere. I was like, God damn.
Yeah, I said Hein Bloom is over there fucking up.
Yeah, maybe Hein Bloom and Corey weren't on the same table either.
He probably promised Goldschmidt a contract before he ended up a Yankee.
Oh my god,
Hein Bloom just be out there promising shit. Like man, whatever it takes. He just promised.
By the way, who's going to the event? Who's going to the event on the 29th? I want to know. Let's throw some. Let us know who's going to the event on the 29th. I know the Yankees ticket sales are down quite a bit, but NYU Day isn't down. I tell you that much.
No, sir.
Wait, people are not buying and not rushing to the stands to see 38-year-old first basemen.
Yeah, no, I heard ticket sales are down quite a bit for the Yankees.
Those Goldschmidt jerseys are sitting.
Listen, you know what? I think Goldschmidt did look like a coach walking into camp, but I'm gonna say this.
I think he's gonna have a good year, man. I really do.
When I saw that home run and that Paul Bunyan strength that he has, you saw that man's forearms, and then like. Oh, he's a rock, bro. So listen, bro. And he's a good hitter. He's a professional hitter, not a professional 200 hitter, an actual professional hitter. So
David Douglas, thank you, man. Everybody that's coming to the event, man, can't wait.
I think he's gonna have a great year. We just joke around here, man. It's okay to be old, bro. So,
I mean, look, as the one thing about this team is, and this is the one thing too about NYU, or really any Yankee fan should be this way, by the way. Even if you get upset about the team or you're overly positive, overly negative, whatever the hell you might say about yourself, I think it's very important to know that if you are a Yankee fan, you're tuning into every game either way.
Absolutely.
And I would call every Yankee game, as I do now, if they were a fifth place team. I'd call every game.
I mean, 2023 is a testament to that.
And I'm just going to say to people that think that just because we criticize and call Yankees out on some of the things that we want them to lose, which is assumptions that some people make, go back and look at the tape of 2024 and how happy we were. Just go look at that. Go look at how we call games. Remember, people, when there's nights that we're calling games and the Yankees are losing, they're like, you guys are acting like the Yankees are up 10-0.
Yeah.
What the fuck is wrong with you, bro?
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like
we get that a lot, and a lot of people don't understand the type of fandom that we have. I don't think they get it. They really don't get it. And I was like, you know what it is too? I mean, I don't want to even talk about it because it's not like it's oh my God, a lot of people feel this way. If there's the wrong assumption from some people about NYU, it's truly because they've never watched. They tune in, but they don't hear. They're not listening. They're only finding certain things that they say and oh, this is clipped a certain way, and I feel that way about it. The fact of the matter is, I think we've been overly positive about the Yankees offseason. Overly positive. In many, many, many different scenarios, choosing to be positive in many regards where we could see red flags.
Yeah.
Like the Yankees offense. I'm choosing to be positive, but I could certainly see issues that fans are bringing up. I get it. I understand it. Do I wish the Yankees did more? Of course. Why wouldn't I want the Yankees to do more? Why would I want them to ever settle? Why would I want them to put a cap on themselves? That's nuts. That's not the Yankee way. But here we are.
Our whole discussion this offseason is Cashman just needs a legit third base or second base option to put a cherry on top on a phenomenal offseason. We've all said it. we joke about it's all jokes about Goldschmidt and stuff like that. Like these are still like Bellinger. These are still good players. Like we're just joking, but DJ LeMahieu is just like, and I feel like, and I heard that. Now that I heard that he didn't swing for 2 months and he couldn't sleep, I'm like, God, because I don't want to. I don't like to continue, but it says don't put that pressure on him because now it's like there's nothing. Like now it's DJ or bust. Basically, you're saying.
Can I also throw something out there about that though? I think a lot of it has to do with DJ LeMahieu questioning himself. Also, at the end of the day,
yeah.
Here's a guy who never really struggled.
You're right.
He's getting older. That's obviously not on his side. I think as a player who's been so good for so long, that always helped typically any team he'd be on, whether it was defensively or offensively. I think when you start to struggle, you don't get it. And you probably look around and go, what the hell is wrong? And at the end of the day, it's injuries and age catching up. And it's probably a very, very tough thing to deal with.
He should
when you're a ball player, an athlete, all you've done your whole life is that. So when it gets to that age where it's like, bro, I just can't do this anymore. Like this am I hurt? It's got to be an injury. This is ball. You might even start making shit up. And not saying that he's doing it as an excuse, just saying, yeah, but this bothers me. Maybe it's that. If that gets better, I'll be all right. It's got to be something. And it's sad that, I like DJ LeMahieu. I always said it. I like the player, but he's at that point now where he's basically at the end of his career. Rocket Man adds in. He says, ex-Mets GM said Vladdy will sign with us because the Red Sox have Casas and the Mets have Alonso, or Alonso will opt in. Well, there's a long time to go before any of that.
Is he talking about Epler?
Because I Vladdy, no. Steve Phillips.
Oh, Steve Phillips did say that.
He said that he thinks Vladdy's going to be a Yankee.
Joe Sherman was talking about Correa earlier. You guys saw that too?
Yeah, we mentioned it earlier.
You mentioned it earlier.
I wonder who started that narrative.
Kev. All right, we got to wrap this thing up. I got work to do.
He has to go to the gym. Sorry, guys.
No. I do the gym in the morning. No gym session for me. By the way, I think I could bench. I wonder how much I could bench compared to the most of the Yankees. I think I could beat some of them.
You think so?
Maybe DJ.
I'll challenge G with his bad elbows right now. I gotta take advantage of him now. Come on, G. Strap him on, baby. Let's go.
Oh my God.
Strap him on.
I sure am. I didn't say strap it on. Stop it now.
Yeah, you can't said cut plural, that. Pete.
How many is there supposed to be?
You said more than one, Pete. What are we doing? Come on. Look, he can't even believe it right now. Pete is beside himself.
Give me some of the pain and let me die.
That's me right now, bro. Straight up. Go ahead.
Give me some of the pain and let me die.
He said Big G strap up. Oh, no. Yo, if Steels was here, it would be over, man. Oh, man.
That's who strikes up.
Slack Wolf with something very nice. He said, I really have enjoyed this Bronx and Nothing episode. God bless you guys. And Pete, you've created something, and it was on record months ago that the whole "we are not done by the Yankees" lied to us. Yeah, you did say that. I remember you saying that, but it's not the first time. It's not the first time they've done that, so ain't nothing new there. But yeah, this stream has to end now before I get multiple more Roy, don't do this. Roy, come on, brother. You of all people are going to do this to me?
Crazy in the chat right now.
God damn.
Yo, can you imagine?
Why haven't you packed?
Because I'm playing with my friend.
Spring training, ladies and gentlemen.
Here's the good news.
I know we got to end. Let me
just say this real quick. By the time I die, the beautiful thing is going to be, there's going to be a whole lot of sounds of moments that I've had.
Pete, don't tell me you want this. You don't want these all AOs on your eulogy, bro.
Come on, man. Listen. Spring training is gonna be a freaking movie, bro.
I can't wait, bro.
Spring training is gonna be a movie. What is it? 3 weeks?
3 weeks, yeah, 3 weeks.
3 weeks away from NYYU getting best spring training coverage in the mother effing game.
Oh shit!
I can't 2,
3. 3 weeks.
3 weeks. I can't wait.
3 weeks, man. 3 weeks.
I can't wait.
I get there on the 12th.
I get there on the
13th.
We get there together.
You guys are flying together.
That's right. Me and Pete are. Listen, we shouldn't publicize that, because if they want to take us out, they just it's just one plane. They just gotta stop one plane. Listen, I don't care. I'm taking whatever the hell I gotta take for that flight, because I can't do it.
Yo, when Kev put that on like that, it looked like you were wearing the hat Vito was wearing in that one scene. Look at it look like, doesn't it? Sasso! Once I land and I see Kev, I'm yelling that Sasso!
Oh, what
y'all
did
gonna have to wake me up before y'all get off the plane.
Yo, that's gonna be great. I can't wait. I can't wait, man. We always have a crazy good time. The complex is gonna be amazing. Seeing the players is gonna be amazing. Funny thing is, we've developed a relationship with some of these guys now, so it's gonna be even better.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun.
Should be fun.
All right, Kev, you want to take us out?
I'm afraid to say anything.
You don't want to end. This guy doesn't want to end the stream.
No, it's not, I'm afraid
24
to say
hours
anything.
now?
I mean,
can we do 24 hours right now?
How many? What time we got? How long we been on already? We've been on for almost 2.5 hours already.
2.5 hours.
Nah, come on, man. I gotta get.
I thought last episode of DS was something.
I'm fucking with Pete.
He's actually looking around like, what the hell? Nah, man, we gotta get.
We still got 240 in here. Yo, guys, what you want to talk?
Francis gotta go. He gotta put the kids to sleep.
I'm fucking with it. Francis is getting lit in there with his hookah.
I do have some.
Shout out James.
James, you the man, brother. We appreciate you guys, man. Truly.
Yeah, James, that was dope.
Listen.
Anybody else would have ended this thing 2 hours ago, man. They would go 20 something minutes.
Yep.
We love you long time here at the U.
That's okay though.
That's all right. That's a good one.
That's a good one.
Listen.
The Yankees lose.
Why?
Why?
I was talking about Big Papi today, man. I love that man. I ain't gonna front. I'm sorry. I know Yankee fans gonna get so mad at me saying that. I want to meet that dude. I want to meet him so bad. I want to meet Papi so bad. I want to look at him and say, "You son of a bitch." Do you know the
meet him this
PTSD
year.
you gave me? Oh, definitely, 100%.
We're gonna see him this year, but
You'll see him this year. We're gonna do the what's it called? On site. Tell you what, we gonna go on site and meet Papi. I get him some gator boots because he looks like he wears them pointy ass ones with
I
the
could
slick
definitely
hair
see him
back.
rocking gator boots, definitely.
You saw him with that Italian haircut he had last time,
Yes.
slick back
Yeah,
like that.
man.
man.
Yep. Papi's a little Italian, all right?
All right,
Italian.
man. A little Italian. But listen,
That's it.
Bronx and nothing spring injuries hitting camp early. I just read that. You're welcome. Nah, guys, thank you so much for joining the Bronx and nothing again. This is your boy Kev, Francis, and Pete, and NYYU chat. Thank you so much, everybody. This is another great one. Peace out. A-Town.
We got it next. That's how you finesse. We come for they next. We come to collect. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Now they calling my phone, yeah. But I'm all in my zone. They not a threat. Tell them reset. When they at they best. We still not impressed. Did it all on my own, yeah. When it brought it back home, yeah. Bought a watch with the stones, yeah. Caught them watching my throne, yeah. Ain't no one doing the shit that we doing. Ain't nobody moving the way